Hello everyone. Sorry, I have like no sound going right now. This is very peculiar. Let's turn this off for a minute. All right, welcome everyone. Let me just check some real quick. I want to do that. We're in here, save that. All right, cool. So I hope everyone's doing good. Welcome everyone. I'm sure people will find themselves here in a minute, so let's get into it. Challenge run. I'm going live really early today because I want to get through this run. February is approaching fast, so I don't know. I'm trying to get things done, which is totally okay. Wow, here it is, guys. I just loaded a map and it's asking me to swap maps. It's so annoying. I hate that. No one cares. Actually, I do care because I gotta finish that hard. Okay, like I care. What is the next line I'm going for is actually an interesting idea. Condition durations are split. Oh, okay. Well, I suppose. What's the other when you dodge roll? That's kind of pretty cool. By protection? Do we have something that automatically casts protection? Well, the dodge roll does. You gain increased based on vitality. Oh, that's actually not bad because we do have your poison damage is increased. So that's actually really good for the Marsh Drake that we're using right now. I just don't know if that's what I want to go for. Well, we still have plenty of time. We have like lots of levels still to get to before that's the thing that we need to do. All right, let's get through this. This map I almost finished, I want to say. I got to check up here because I don't ever remember if there is anything at the top there. World boss is spawning, which is also interesting. So I do want to check up here real quick. Let's go in here. The more I can get done, the better. Okay? Like, I will say that. Why am I so... I'm also pale. Hey, how are you? Edit the filter. I'm always so pale. I don't like that. It's also because the light actually is kind of... Okay, really? Kill it. Wow, one attack. Hold on, guys. I'm like way... So I don't look like a fucking vampire. I still look like a vampire. That's okay. We'll keep going. No, it doesn't. It finished a few minutes ago. Huh. Okay, whatever. How are you doing, Emily? Oh, you know, after all of that with the, okay, there is nothing up here because there's, okay, so let's just go south. Let's avoid all these. After all of that happened with the dealership and stuff, I like had to take a nap. I was so exhausted. Because you guys don't even know the whole thing that happened. Like, the dealership wise, I did tell you guys. So for the people that aren't in the Discord, so I talked about the story yesterday, right? So the dealership, I had to get, I have tires replaced. It's already been like a crazy thing, you know. I talked about that yesterday, but then today, so they were supposed to, originally they were supposed to, I called them last night because I didn't remember what time I had made the appointment, right? The dealers was just like, I mean, it's so ridiculous. Okay, so there's so many details about all of my day today that I really like need to retell, like even you that has heard a lot of the stuff that was going on, like, you don't know. So anyways, so they were supposed to call me I called them last night, okay, because I forgot what time my appointment was. So they were supposed to call me this morning, because so what happened, I called them last night and the service department was closed. Can I get a bucket or something to... Oh, this is not an event anymore. Okay, well, we'll go over here. Oh, it's now putting it out. Okay. So I forgot what time my appointment was, so I called them yesterday, and and the lady was like, well, the service department is closed right now, so we don't have that information, like we don't know. And I was like, okay. And she's like, but I can take down your name and number, and then we'll call you tomorrow morning to let you know. Someone will call you. I said, all right, that's fine. So they never called me. Okay, so no one ever called me. My phone didn't ring, nothing. So I just assumed, because in my head I thought, it's either noon or 1 o'clock, and it was one of the two, and I couldn't remember because I was debating when I made the appointment. I was debating which time I would do, and in my head I was like, I think it was noon, but I couldn't really remember, and I was in the car driving when I made the appointment, so I couldn't like write it down or anything. So so I was like, I'll just be there at noon, because in my head I was also thinking the last time I showed up there, they didn't even know that I had an appointment. So I was like, not like it really seems to matter that I make an appointment or not. So the earlier I show up, the earlier they can get this done, right? So I live in Florida. Okay, that tells you a lot about everything in my life. Okay, driving there was a nightmare. People do not know how to drive in Florida. Let me tell you, like, you know, it was a 47-minute drive there, because there was like an accident, so the roads were backed up, this whole thing. Okay, it's supposed to only take me like 30 minutes, but the Google Maps was like, it's gonna be 47 minutes, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. One detail of my right there, for example, which was like something that crazy ass fucking people. I'm driving, of course, on the right side of the road, and it's just two lanes. It's the left lane and the right lane. Okay, there's no like multiple lanes or whatever. And this car, they're coming towards me. There's like 3 cars coming towards me, like on the left lane, you know. And the second car all of a sudden starts driving into my lane, coming like right at me. And I'm like, what is going on? And then they pull off to the right side of the road. They wanted to pull off. There was so much space on the left. There was ample space on the left side for them to like on their right side to pull over, but they decided that they would have to pull on this side, because apparently there was something happening. I don't know, because I looked in my, after I passed them, because I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, this car is coming towards me, and then they're like pulling over, and I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. They wanted to pull over, but they went like across the fucking wrong side of the fucking road to get there. And apparently there was something that they like live there or something, because they get out of the car. I look in my mirror and I see this lady get out of the car, and she's like motioning something over the fence, like there's something going on, right? I don't know if it was some kind of emergency, like some kind of animal got out or whatever. There's a bunch of horse farms right around there. Those roads, all those roads, they have all these like ranch homes with like lots of horses and stuff. So, and there's like horse signs everywhere. Like there's horses everywhere in that neighborhood, in that drive that I take. And it's all these rich people too. They're all like loaded, those people that live up there. And I'm like, what the hell? So like my drive was insane, because people just didn't know how to use signals. People didn't know how to drive. Like it was really bad. Okay. And so my whole drive there was just a nightmare. Okay, I'm already pissed off because I know I'm gonna be waiting for them to finish this fucking like these tires, right? It's gonna take them forever to do. So I get there, and of course they ask me who I am, because of course no one knows that I'm coming, because apparently I make appointments and there's no reason for me to make these appointments, because they don't know who I am. They don't care that I made an appointment. Like I don't even know what the point is, because they ask me, they don't, you know. I get there and they're just like, can we help you? And I was like, yes, I have a service appointment today for my tires to be changed. And then the lady's like, oh, did we already order the tires? And I'm like, yes, they've been sitting in your fucking office for like a week now because you guys haven't called me. Like, I just wanted to be really aggressive with her, right? But she was a nice lady, so I was like, really nice to her. So I was just like, yeah, they're here. And she's like, oh, okay, I'm just making sure. And I was like, all right. Oh, I took out my musical instrument accidentally. Which is the bell, I guess. I think I had the bell on. So so the guy comes in. It's the same guy that I dealt with last time, and he's like, "You're here for tires, right?" And I'm like, "Yes." And he's like, "Are you gonna wait?" And I'm like, "Yep. I have nowhere else to go. I have no one that can come pick me up." I'm like I didn't say all that, but I was just like, "Yep, I'm gonna be here." And he's like, "Okay, well, you know where the waiting area is." And I was like, "Yep." So I go in the waiting area, and I'm in there for 2 hours. Okay, I got there shortly after. I mean, it's all literally documented on Discord. You can look at the times. So I'm there for 2 fucking hours, okay? And after 2 hours, he comes out, and I'm like, after 2 hours, I'm like about to pass out, okay? I'm so bored. I'm so tired. I had to listen to a whole hour of Days of Our Lives. Some dude got possessed by a demon because some lady had a demon in her, and she like they called it the devil, okay? And I'm like, what is this? Like, have they run out of storylines to do, so now they're dealing with the devil? Fucking weird shit, okay? Anyways, so I'm like, if you guys haven't watched Days of Our Lives in a minute, you should, because that is really funny to me. So I attack it, please. Okay. So after 2 hours, he comes in and he's like, "Okay, well, they just got done. They're about to bring it around." He said, "Do you want them to clean it?" And I really needed my car to clean, to be clean, I really needed to clean my car, is what I'm trying to say. I haven't cleaned my car in like a month. I like to do it once a month, and it gets very dusty here. Like, we have dry season right now in Florida, which means it doesn't rain a lot. So that means, like, in the summertime it rains all the time, so you don't need to wash your car that often because any dirt and everything just gets like washed straight off anyways. But like, it's really dry and everything's sandy and everything's hot, so everything sticks to your car. So I was like, I really need my car, well, you know, cleaned or whatever. So I was like, yeah, okay, do it. You know, he's like, should take 20 minutes. Took them an hour. I sat in this fucking waiting room another hour for them to finish, okay? So the lady comes around, doesn't know how to pronounce my name, okay? It's Reamer, not Reimer, okay? Pisses me off. I'm like, whatever. So she comes out, and she hands me my key, and I'm, like I said, it's been 3 hours that I've been sitting in the same fucking spot. I'm tired, right? I'm just, like, exhausted. I'm ready to, like, go home. So I just get, like, mindlessly get in my car. They're just like, okay, like, the one lady that like told me, like, that asked me about the tires or whatever, you could tell she felt really bad for me, because she was like, okay, like, have a good day. Like, you could tell on her face she felt so bad that I had to sit there for 3 hours and wait. Okay, so I get in my car, I'm like, okay, bye, you know, whatever. I leave. I get in my car. I get like, I want to say like 15 minutes down the road. I look over in my passenger seat, and I see something laying there. It was like the skinny black thing. Okay, at first look, I thought it was a like a screwdriver. I'm thinking there's a screwdriver in my, I'm like, what the hell is that? At the same time, really strange, at the same time, I get a phone call. I'm like, okay, it's the dealership. The lady is like, hi, yeah, it's so-and-so with Land Rover. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry to, and it's the nice lady, right? It's this nice lady, and she's like, I'm really sorry to tell you this, but the guy from the cleaning just came up. In my head, I'm thinking she's gonna be like, and they left the tool in your car, right? That's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, God damn it. And she's like, he just brought the mat up. They cleaned your car and they didn't put the mat back in. And I look, and it's my mat, my driver's side mat, like on the floor is missing. And I'm like, oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. So I'm like, then what the hell is sitting in my passenger seat? So I'm like, so like I said, I'm driving, and my drive is through these ranch homes, rich neighborhood, like with like these long private driveways and stuff. Nowhere for me to like turn around really, because it's a busy road. It's a small, tiny road, and the driveways are like really small as well. So I'm like, I have nowhere to really turn around. So I'm like driving another like 5 minutes down the road until I can finally get to like turn around or whatever. I look at what's in my passenger seat as soon as I get to like be able to pull around, and it's my antenna from my car. They had like unscrewed it and then put it in the passenger seat and never put it back up, which isn't a big deal because I could just screw it back on. So that wasn't a bad, like that wasn't bad at all. But then I get there, okay, and come on, hurry up, you're missing all the action, dude. Wow, everyone died just as he got there. Go, 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 do it, attack. Yes, good. All right, I want to get some credit here. And so I go in there, and again, like I said, this lady felt so bad. She's like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And I was like, it's okay. I was like, you know, in my head I was just like, I just want to go home. Like, I just want to go home. At this point, it's been like 3.5 hours of me just pretty much having to like sit in my car and wait, like sit in the same spot, right? It's like I'm either sitting in my car or I'm sitting at the dealership. Like, I'm like, I just want to go home. And so it gets crazier. So I'm on my way home, and I'm really like, I'm like hungry. I haven't eaten all day. Like, I'm at the dealership for 3 hours. Like, I didn't eat when I got up before I went there, and then I didn't like didn't eat anything when I was there. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna stop at Wendy's on the way home. I've talked about this, okay? I shouldn't be eating as much Wendy's, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat Wendy's today. I go to the Wendy's that I went to last time, okay? And I get in the drive-through, and there's a dude standing in the drive-through, like waiting to order. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is this guy standing in the drive-through? So we're waiting, and they're not taking his order. Okay, so I'm like, so I because I have my window rolled down already, so I tell the guy, I'm like, listen, let me pull up, they'll see me pull up, and then they can take your order. I'm like, I'll have you go first, but then that way they know that someone's there, like they see a car pulling up. And he's like, oh, yeah, thank you so much, because I keep on hearing them, like, I keep on hearing him say like, hello, like into the thing, and no one's like responding. So I'm like, let me do that, maybe they'll like realize that like someone's trying to take an order. So I do that, and immediately they want to take the order. And I was like, okay. He does the order, because I don't know why he's walking through there. Like, I didn't like look in the parking lot to see like what was going on or whatever. Like, so I'm just like, why the fuck is he like standing in the? So he orders 14 vanilla Frosties and 2 chocolate Frosties, and I'm like, what? What is his order? I'm like, what is he ordering for? So then I proceed to order, and the whole time I'm like wondering, I'm like, what the hell is going on? I really hate this heart. Okay, can I just tell you guys, this is probably the worst heart in Guild Wars right here. This one. No, there's the worst. There's that one with the Ash Legion. That one is worse. So she proceeds to take his order, then she takes my order, and I pull around, and like nothing is wrong with my order, thank God, you know, like they have everything or whatever. And I pull around, and I see, you know, like I said before, guys, I live in a retired community. There's a one of those like shuttle buses with like 15 old people, okay, that like couldn't go in the drive-thru because it was too high. So they send the driver to get them all Frosties. And I'm like, I'm like, speechless. I just want to go home. I'm like, I literally was like going on this road. It's 55. I was going like I'm not even kidding, I was going 80 miles an hour because I really just wanted to go home. I literally was just like, I cannot deal with you people driving. I cannot deal with all you people. Whatever the fuck is wrong with all of you. Like, you're all mentally fucking crazy and you all need to be killed. Like, you all need to be stuck into like, like an asylum or something. Like, I just, I was like so exhausted mentally. I had to take a nap by the end of that. I don't know how he I think what happened is they give you like these little holders, and I think he kept on going back and forth, I want to say, but I honestly, like I said, I was so like done with it at this point that I was just like, and I was like on, like I was like texting with someone, so I like wasn't really paying attention, but I'm thinking that's probably how he did it. He must have gone back multiple times, but I'm like, and they have like an inside. They have an inside you can go into and you can order. So I'm like, the whole time I'm thinking, why does he go inside and order? Like, why is he standing in a drive-through? It's not a drive-through only. They have like an inside too. Like, on all those old people, they could have gotten out of the bus too. Cause they have like inside, even inside and outside seating. They have like I said, it's pretty much actually a brand new Wendy's, and it, you know, for now looks fairly nice still for a Wendy's, you know. I'm like, why they couldn't have gotten out, like, oh man, I'm telling you guys, it is, whoo, I'm like, this is why I shut myself in my house. This is why I live like a hermit crab, okay? See a bunch of new people playing. It's great. I love that. But yeah, so that was the day that I have had. I just, and you know, it's so weird to me because I just don't understand really, like, I don't know. Like, I always compare this, right? When I deal with professionals in any type of environment, like I always compare it to myself. I always think about my job and how, like, the whole thing with the dealership, if I were to do exactly what they have done with me, I would get in so much trouble at my job. Like the owner, the manager, they would be like pissed off with the way that like I would have handled that situation. You know what I mean? But there's like no repercussions for these people. They don't care. It's just like whatever. And I'm like, I was so happy to get it done. I'm like, I really hope I don't have to do that again. At this point, it's like, I usually don't care if anything happens to like my car and stuff, or how to fix it. Like, it's normal that stuff happens. But I'm at the point now where I'm like, I'm hoping to whatever higher power there is, like I'm praying to the higher power to not have anything happen ever again to my car, because I don't want to deal with that. Or at least my tires, because I don't want to deal with it. It's so ridiculous. And then I get home and, you know, this is not necessarily anything particular with my day, but again, like, okay, I was on Reddit, and you can actually look on Reddit, okay? There was a post today about someone asking, and this is a Guild Wars Reddit, they were asking about the end game, and they were asking about, like, their new player, and they were asking about what type of end game there is. They were asking about, like, how everything endgamey, like, holds up, like, is there PvP, is there dungeons, is there raids, like, all this stuff. Well, someone had a really good response. They said, like, this long post about pretty much exactly what's going on. The only thing that kind of bugged me about it was where they said that they were like, well, you can, something along the lines of, like, you can expect one fractal per year. And I didn't agree with that, because the fractal release schedule has been way worse than 1 year. The last two fractal releases were 2 years apart. Like, the last fractal we have was 2 years ago, and the fractal before that was 2 years before that. Like, close to 2 years. So it wasn't like exactly 2 years or whatever. So I commented and I said, well, I think this is the best answer. The only thing I want to add is that I wouldn't expect like a new fractal like every 2 years even. Like I would expect it maybe every 2 years is what I said. And the person commented, and I'm not saying that that person is dumb or whatever, but I just thought, I was like, I kind of felt like what they were saying like didn't really make sense, because they were like, well, we know that like rates have been abandoned or like are not supported anymore, but it would be really misguided to think that they're doing the same thing with fractals. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, nowhere ever have they confirmed that they're not, like, they haven't confirmed either or. Have they confirmed at all that they're not supporting raids anymore? Like, just because they're doing strikes now doesn't mean they're not, they have officially said that they're not doing raids anymore. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, this person was like, oh, and it's super misguided to think that it would be every 2 years, just because, and they were saying, they were like, you know, everything that was going on with ArenaNet, like, that's why it's been taking 2 years for the last releases. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, but we don't even know if ArenaNet is doing any better. Like, we don't even know if their situation has improved, right? And everything is focused on the expansion. And if we get, you know, if we haven't heard anything about a new fractal, so it's like a new fractal is still going to take a long time to make, even when they do finally like release it. Like, it's gonna be a while, because they haven't even at all talked about it. So it will be like the last 3 releases will probably be on a 2-year cadence. So I don't understand why 2 years was weird. So I got home to that because I had to like double check, because they answered on the thing, and as soon as I got in the house, I was like, I gotta look at the fractal releases, because I'm pretty sure it's been like 2 years for, like, it was 2 years between Deepstone and Siren's Reef, and then it's 2 years between Siren's Reef and Sanqua Vale. And I'm like, we can probably expect 2 years, because I'm thinking to myself, and like I said, I'm not trying to like bash the person or ArenaNet or whatever, but it is what it is, right? And it's like, you got to go with the facts, and the facts are they haven't talked about fractals at all. They've only talked about strikes, and the expansion hasn't even come out yet, which means that they're going to be focusing on fixing the bugs for the expansion. Like, that's going to be their main focus for the next few months. They're going to do balance patches, they're going to do all kinds of stuff, and they're pretty much probably trying to still get the like alliance update going and stuff. So they're probably not even thinking about, you know, and then on top of that, they have strikes going with a challenge mode for the strike missions. So there's probably a bunch of balance they have to do there as well, and they're probably getting ready to like do that as soon as that comes out. They're not worried about making a fractal right now. So even if they like try to make it as early as possible, we probably won't be getting it before fall, and that would give us 2 years since the last release. So I don't know why 2 years is like so weird to people, or at least to that person. I'm thinking, I'm like, it's more evident 2 years than 1 year. So you know, I mean, I wish we would get more fractals. I love fractals. I'm huge on fractals. I've always been a huge supporter of fractals, because like I said, I love the way that they slowly get harder, and you get instabilities that like, and it's this like self-progressive system. It's so nice that they don't need to do any instructions on it, and they can just keep on going with it, and it has a bunch of lore things. They can do anything in the world. They're not restricted to areas that we currently have in the game and stuff. Like, they can do anything, and that's really, really cool to me. And I love fractals. Like, I just think, you know, they're so fun, and there's so many ways you can do them, because you can do T1 if you want to do something really easy, or you can do like T4 if you want to do like you know, daily run fast. You know, you can help other people out, like, and there's so many of them, and the rewards are really good. You can make a ton of money with them. They're really great. I really love fractals, and I wish they had like just stuck with that as like, instead of strikes. Honestly, I prefer having fractals over strikes. I really do. I just think that like strikes throwing you in, not explaining any of the mechanics to you, is just kind of it's kind of like lame. It seems really lazy. It seems like a lazy excuse for like I don't know, just whatever, you know. So, but yeah, so I had that argument as soon as I got home, and then I was like, I'm taking a nap. I said, everyone is draining my energy. All of this is very exhausting to me when I already, you know, I deal with depression on a daily basis. So it's already like hard for me to live life really in general. So it's just like, I need to take a nap. I'm like, this is not good. And then I was supposed to make it all worse, to make it all like even crazier, I will tell you guys this. I think I'm doing pretty good. I think I only have to do, I don't know where 2 hearts are. Are these 2 hearts? Where am I missing am I missing a heart somewhere? Oh, I haven't finished this yet. Ha ha ha, I'm an idiot. I was like, I know there's that Etten heart that I still need to do. And I was supposed to actually have someone go with me to the dealership. Okay, I was supposed to have like a quote unquote date that ended up canceling last minute. So I was just like, not having a good day. Okay, not having a good day. So, but here we are, and I'm having a good time now. See, when I get behind my computer, I'm just like, everything is so much easier, you know? Everything's so much easier. In video games, if someone pisses me off, you know what I do? I beat him up. I kill him. That's so funny. Come on. I gotta kill that. Go, go, go. Attack it. Here. Spew you. Alright, so we're doing pretty good. We'll have this map done in just a minute, and then we can move on to Ashford, right? Ashford is the last one out of the starting areas. Awesome, guys. And we're already level 30, which is awesome. That's great. I love that danger sign. Can't even read it, it just says danger. Oh, you can. You will not find no salvation here. Yeah. And then my video came out, which was like, it took forever to render because the program that I use is like, whenever there's an animation or some kind of text or something, it takes like forever on it. And I had all this text written in the video, right? So it was like, it took so long. So I was like, I was rendering it and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed, and then I have to get up early, and then I'll have to upload it. But I sat down last night and I wrote, like, finished everything else, like the description and the thumbnail. I did all that before I went to bed, so I would have it ready as soon as I got up out of bed. Yeah, and I did that. So I'm glad that came out. I don't know how it came out, honestly. I rewatched it God knows how many times. And I was trying to like add music, like I had music in the background, and then some music was like really loud. I had like way different music too. It was like from all the different games kind of that I talked about. So the scale of the music was like all over the place because I had like some 16-bit stuff in there, some newer stuff, like, and it was just like, I don't know. I was trying to make it work, and I was like, I hope this doesn't sound like crap. I hope this is good. For the panini. Oh my god, someone is dead over there. I'm coming. Help. Oh, they got it. Never mind. Alright. You're good. Get up. You got this. Alright. Let's go in here. Let's do this. Oh, I gotta go over there. Never mind. Let's go over there first. But I hope everyone else is having a good day. It's Monday, so for a lot of people, you're going back to work. You went back to work today, or whatever. I don't know if I could ever do, with the way my schedule now is, and with the way that I have lived my life over the last, like, 10 years. I don't know if I could get back to doing, if I could ever do a 9-to-5 job. Like, get up early in the morning, work until, I don't know if I could do it. It would take me a very long time to get used to it anyways. So I feel bad for all the people that have to do it that way. I get a lot of freedom with my job. luckily. So I get to tell my boss when I want to work. No, it's not really like that. He does ask me to work like certain, and I have to work certain days, you know. But it is fairly easy though. It is like hour wise, you know. It's like I don't work a full 40 hours a week. I will tell you guys that. So that's really nice. That is really nice. And I get 3 days off. Oh, my map. Do you see that map bug? That's weird. Do you see that up there? There's like a line through my map. Oh, it disappeared. Did that show up on stream? That was weird. I'm dying. Let me heal up. I still haven't seen any other pets. Kill it. Alright, we're going in here. Let's attack that chieftain. Let's do it. I want to see how good you are. Wow, that chieftain got nothing. Got nothing on my marsh drake. Do it! Kill it! But yeah, Legend of Dragoon, I'm gonna start recording that probably tomorrow. I think I have some time tomorrow, so I'll probably do a couple episodes tomorrow, and then I'll probably have them come out on like Friday or Saturday or something like that. So that's exciting. I'm really excited for that series to start. I did like a week ago, I tried make sure that it was working and stuff, and I played it, and like immediately I got this like nostalgia feeling where I'm just like, oh my god, yeah, that's the stuff right there, you know. Such a good game. So I'm excited for that. I'm just ready for all the new games to come out. You know, like Elden Ring specifically. When I was making the video, I was looking for like screenshots. I'm like, oh man, you know, you see that mage standing in the background and he's like casting a spell, and it looks so much better than like Dark Souls does. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait. Attack that forest spider. Do it. Yes. I wonder how hard this is gonna get. Okay. I don't know what the answers here are that are correct. Oh, he wants to fight me. Alright, that's fine. Attack. Oop. Oh, I got knocked down, fucker. Oh, he's glittery. Why is he glittery? Oh, the hardy dude. My good god. Top. I'm also trying to catch up on ESO. So my main ESO account was always on PlayStation. Okay. And I have done the most stuff on PlayStation, but I don't enjoy playing MMOs on PlayStation. Like I like for PlayStation, I like to play pretty much like single player games, you know, like I don't know, like regular RPGs. Like MMOs I like to play on PC. So I have the PC version of ESO, but I never really played it. So I'm pretty much starting new in ESO and trying to like level back up. Okay, we finished this map. All right, guys, wish me luck on the key. Oh, no key, but I did get 2 armor pieces. Oh my god, this is what I get for not looking at the freaking. This is the same. This is weaker. This is the same. I wish there was an option for me to. Oh my goodness. That okay. I wish there was an option for me to see which is better than what I'm currently wearing, kind of thing. I'm just gonna keep that because they're gonna keep on stacking in my inventory. I'll keep that somewhere in here as well. Oh, wow, 23 of these. Holy crap. Look at the blood that I have. Look at these. My god. Look at all of this. I'm at 2,000 of all of that. What a pain. And I can't put anything on. I literally have the best equipment. Alright, guess what, guys? I'm breaking it all down. I didn't see anything that was better. Look at all this garbage just to go sell. Oh, they gave me this apparently. Bye. Alright. Done with this map. Off we go to the last starting map. Oh yeah. But yeah, I can't wait to like start doing all those playthroughs and stuff. It's gonna be fun. I'm really hoping that one of those games is gonna become a little bit more of a permanent thing for me, of like a, you know, like ESO. I have my issues with ESO a little bit. The combat feels very underwhelming. It's very like, I don't know, it's very like the whole like cancel cast or whatever they call it, where you have to like cast an ability and then press your like your attack ability at the same time to like cancel it out or something, and you like can attack quicker. It's like so weird to me. I feel like I'm like, I don't know, it's like apparently you do more damage that way, you're supposed to like attack faster or something. It just seems really strange to me, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Go. Attack. I had to highlight that. Fuck, motherfucker first. Alright, done. First start. So, yeah, so ESO has never really become my, like, it has the potential, honestly, if the combat was a little bit different, if the combat was like Guild Wars 2 more, a little bit more flashy, a little bit more like movement based, I would probably love that game, like, a lot. But alas, that's not the case. Alright, I'm up to the challenge. Go, go, go! I don't know what everyone else has been playing. I know, like, I really haven't played Guild Wars, and I've been playing through Dark Souls, which is like years old now, pretty much. I can go collect Devour eggs. I can do that. I hate standing up here and doing the cannons thing. Do, 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 do. And then I saw in the Path of Exile subreddit, people were talking about, they were like, I don't know, it's really interesting because the debate, which is something that I've wondered myself, but I never really thought that that was like up for debate that much, but apparently it is. People are like, I mean, they were kind of like arguing about stupid shit. It was kind of dumb, but they were talking like, they were arguing like little kids, I feel like, you know. But they were talking about how Lost Ark will kind of like take away from the player base of Path of Exile, and that's very interesting to me because they're like the same kind of genre or whatever. But then people were like, well, it's an MMO, right? And like Path of Exile is not an MMO. It plays completely different. And I'm like, but that's it's like, you know. And someone was like, because they're like, well, in MMOs you do like the same 3 quests over and over again, and that's what you're gonna be doing in Lost Ark. You're gonna be doing the same thing over and over again, whereas in Path of Exile you don't do that. And then someone said, well, when you're high level like Path of Exile, you do the same thing pretty much, like. And they're like, well, it's completely different because you can have like all these different setups on all these different things on your like maps and stuff. You can do like all these like different things, and it's like much it's much more intricate in the way that that it does its end game or whatever, and like no MMO could ever do it that way. You know, you're gonna be in Last Ark, you're gonna be running the same dungeons over and over again with the same people over and over again, and I'm just like, okay, I'm like, I really didn't get, you know, into the, because I don't know much about end game and Path of Exile, but someone said, they were like, it's weird that someone would compare, because they were like, you know, it's the same, like you have to level, it's pretty much the same because you have to level like an MMO in Path of Exile, right? You have to like level up your character. You have to do it in every RPG. You have to level your character. It's normal. And then someone was like, well, it's you know, you can't really compare the 6 to 10 hours leveling that you do in Path of Exile versus the like hundreds of hours that it takes for you to level in like an MMO or something like that. It was some along the lines of like something takes longer than the other thing. But it's really strange because I was thinking to myself, like 6 to 10 hours to level in Path of Exile, it takes me a lot longer to level than 6 to 10 hours to get to like I've never been to max level, I don't think, and it takes me a lot longer because I'm just not that good at that game. So it's like weird. I don't know, it's interesting watching other people argue on Reddit all the time. Like, I don't like, I mean, I kind of, like I said before, I kind of stay away from specifically the Guild Wars 2 Reddit. I watched a video yesterday of a content creator in a way ridiculing another content creator about their opinion about something. And I was like, really? This is what the Guild Wars 2 community has come to? Like, you can disagree, but you have to like ridicule someone, you know? And I was just like, I like my little hole that I've created. Because it's like, I love this cape. What is this cape? Is this the cape? Oh, this is the cape that I have. It looks really good on Char. Like that. Looks really good. And like I said, I don't know. Having opinions is okay. Like, you can have your opinions. But aren't we like all adults? Can't we like have a proper discussion about certain things? Why do we have to ridicule other people? Does that actually do anything? That does not do anything. Okay. I don't know. It's weird to me. You know, it's like, why? You know, why get mad at stupid stuff? Like, you can have a difference of opinion and still be sociable and friends. Like, I will tell you guys right now, I have a bunch of friends that have other political or religious views to me, and that's okay. You're allowed to do that. You live your own life. We all live our lives like differently, you know what I mean? So our opinions, like how our minds are built, like the things that we perceive and stuff, are all very different from each other. And that's okay, and that's normal. Like, that's life. We're all individuals, right? That's why we're called individuals, because we all live individual lives. So it's okay if you don't agree with someone, you can still be friends with them. Just don't be an asshole about it. That's it. That's all it is. Just don't be an asshole about it. Oh my god. It bounced all the way around. Holy shit. Tar pool. Another tar pool. I don't know. I'm not an expert, obviously. I don't know. I just spout my bullshit. And, you know, and I'm the first person, like, and that's something I feel like a lot of people need to learn. A lot of people, what people need to learn is that when you're wrong and you know you're wrong, just accept it. I don't know why it's so hard for people to, like, when they're wrong and they know they're wrong, to stand on that hill and they want to die on that hill. Like, just say, like, okay, I know I'm wrong, I'm sorry, like, you know, I understand your point of view, whatever, and move on. It's just, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Because I do that all the time. I'm like, yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm wrong and you're right. And that's it. That's all you need to do. and then you move on with your life. Okay, I can't use any of these anyways. I'm just gonna do it so it stops flashing. D series defensive, we'll do 7 series. Oh, cool. I can't use it. Give me stuff I don't need because I can't use it. All right, power source. Oh, nice. I just want people to be friendlier to each other. You know, this world is so dark and so like, you turn on the news and everything's on fire, you know? The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer, and that's not me just saying that. There's statistics out there that actually prove that. And like, we fight amongst each other. We little people. Because we're not fighting with the billionaires when we do that stuff. When we fight on the internet, we fight between each other. And I find that really silly. But anyways, we're here to have a good time with our floppy-eared Asuran character. Woo! I love the animations on the Asuran. I don't know, I have a problem using Asuran characters because to me they're like more like comic relief. They're like really good supporting characters. You know, I love having Timey on the side. I love having Gorik on the side. You know, I love having them around and stuff. But I could never see the main character of Guild Wars 2 being an Asuran character. Like in my mind, that doesn't work out. I don't know. So I have a hard time with that. All right, we finished the heart, but we can finish the event as well. And I do want to get that splendid chest. Do 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 do.
Take it in, soldiers. I'm proud of you all.
All right, we're moving on. Do 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 do. Yeah. Latera Pain Storm. Yeah, I can't even get any new equipment because I'm level 31 right now. All of this equipment ends at 15, so none of it is going to be better than what I'm wearing right now. So I don't even bother checking it. Maybe there's some accessories. Accessories I have pretty crappy. They're level 6. So I could probably do it better there, but that's okay. Ooh, that song is really good too. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I don't know if it's turned up enough. So it's really funny because I play like Skyrim once in a while, and just because I like the freedom of just going around and using like Spark, like Emperor Palpatine, and just like electrify motherfuckers, you know, go around and just fucking electrify people. It's fun. And it's so weird because that game released around the same time as Guild Wars 2, and the music, I think specifically the battle music or something, it's very much like Guild Wars 2. Like, it sounds like something that would be in Guild Wars 2. It's made from the same guy, like the same composer, which I forgot his name now, but so it's obvious that it was around the same time, where I'm guessing he was like experimenting with the same instruments, and he was like, you know, kind of, but it's so weird how very similar they are. If you've never listened to that, like, I think it's the like battle soundtrack or something, versus like, there's a specific song in Guild Wars that I'm thinking of. It might just even be the like main theme of Guild Wars 2. I'm not sure. I would have to like look at it. There's like 2 specific songs in those games that like almost sound like identical in the way that they like sound. I don't know. It's crazy to me. And I'm like, huh. Like I really, like, I was playing and I was like fighting these bandits and that song was playing and I'm just like, man, it feels like I'm in Guild Wars 2 right now. Alright, we finished that hard. Is that everything here? No, Smokestead, I still need to get that. So let's walk down there and get that. I can't wait for Canthan music, guys. Oh my god, End of Dragons is gonna have some really good music. I've been using a ton of the original factions. Wait, what? Whoa, what? Hold on, guys. I gotta watch this real quick. Are you kidding me? Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god. So apparently Bandai, I just, this popped up on my newsfeed here on YouTube actually. It says Bandai expressed interest in porting, remastering, or remaking the original Digimon World games from PlayStation 1 days. Dude, that would be so awesome. I mean, I just played through Digimon World 2003. I would love that. Are you kidding me? That would be amazing. I'm not doing this event. There's no reason for me to do it. There's no hard progress, and I'm trying to get maps done, so goodbye. But that would be so cool if they did that. Oh my god, yes. Like, even if it was just like remasters of them like doing HD like ports or something to like PlayStation, I'd fucking buy them. I don't care. I'll play through it again. Like, I don't care. I'll play through it on stream this time. At least the Digimon World 2003 I would, because I love that game. And like, it's so weird. I just played through it this year and I already have the itch of playing through it again. It's really strange how I'm like, you know, I think about the music in that game all the time. That music really stays with you. And there's just something about that game that I want to be like an MMO. I really want that to be like an MMO. I really think it has potential to be an MMO as well. Use your spewing attack! Yes. Oh god, that's how they die of poison? That's really brutal. Yeah. Ooh, that whispering in the background from the ghosty area, that's creepy. So one thing that I've noticed, and I don't know if anyone else has noticed, I think other people have noticed it. It took me 9 years. And how many hours now? How many hours in the game? 7,748 hours into the game. I have now noticed that the Ascalon ghosts are different than regular ghosts in the world. They have different models. They look different because they're faux fire ghosts, so they look different. They behave different. Like, they don't behave different. The AI is the same, but they actually look different because if you look at every other ghost, they actually have like this, like, I don't know, it's just different. They look different. So the faux fire ghosts are different to regular ghosts, and I never noticed that. So that's a fun fact for anyone that doesn't know. What is happening with my phone?
Okay, we're looking good. If you have any more, drop them off with me as soon as
The
possible.
bats. Wait, what are we dropping off? There's some kind of event going on around here. Oh, it's the lodestone one. That's okay. We can we get up here? I can get up here and kill these guys right there. Come on, March Strength, a little bit faster. Alright, finish that. I just wanted to see that animation of them dying. It's strange. I never noticed it. Honestly, I never noticed that it's different ghost animation or models. It's weird. It's really, really strange. But I never noticed it. I mean, it makes sense because they're different ghosts. You know, they're full fire ghosts. They're not regular ghosts, but yeah, so. Because when you look at like, even when you look at like Glenn's army and stuff, they look different. Like they're like paler and they're not blue. Like the full fire ghosts are all blue. Stuff. I don't know. Why am I down here? Oh, I gotta get that. I get that point of interest. Pardon me, coming through. I hope she doesn't die. Alright, I got this. Is she okay? Is she gonna make it? Yeah, she looks like she knows what she's doing. She looks like she knows what she's doing. We'll leave her. Oh, someone else can help her. Alright. I just hate leaving people and then them dying as soon as I leave. It's never fun. Do, 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 do. But yeah, I've been playing Dark Souls and I'm actually like, I don't know how long the game is. I don't think I'm even like halfway through it, to be honest, because you know, you're supposed to fight like these, what, 5 or 6 like Lords of Cinder or whatever, and I defeated 1. But I've also been really lucky with my boss fights because I've been spawning like phantoms to help me out with it. And even the ones that I wasn't able to, they were like really easy. Like the Crystal Sage one was really easy for me because I could like stand behind a pillar and just literally blast my spells at the Crystal Sage and just stand there, and I won the fight. It was just like really easy. So but yeah, I'm getting through that, so I'll be playing that tomorrow. You guys will see the progress I've made. I like that bow. That's a cool bow. Do I have that bow? I might have that bow. I don't know. I don't use bow. Like I don't know, guys. I'm not huge on any of the bows in the game. I don't know, Guardian maybe, but I would love to see like a Mesmer with a bow. A lot of people were asking for that, or like Elementalist. I would love an Elementalist with like elemental arrows and stuff. That'd be really cool. Oh, I gotta kill all these ghosts. All right, come on, friends, fight me, all of you. Yes, yes. Spew your poison. Wow. All right, let's get this artifact here. I have to spawn someone. Let's slowly move up the hill here. These die really quickly. Really, really quickly. So I saw this picture on Reddit the other day, and it kind of gave me this idea of making, it was, I don't know what subreddit it was, but it was really cool. It was this drawing of like a dragonborn like lady. It was like all pink with these horns and stuff. And I kind of wanted to create that in like Guild Wars 2 with like a Sylvari, and you get like pink skin. And then I have the, like you know, I have the like magical horns like right here. You know, those are like magical horns. I could even do the ones without. And make like some kind of like dragonborn magical lady or something. I don't know. I was thinking about that, but then I don't have a character slot right now, so I'm like, I don't know. All right. Let's get this waypoint up here. And I have an issue with the Sylvari, the female Sylvari walking animation, running animation. I don't like that animation. I think it's a really crappy animation. I don't know, it looks weird because she flicks her feet behind her like in a weird way. I don't know. I have like, I don't like it. I don't know why. I love that my Drake can attack 2 people at once. It's really cool. Alright. Oh, okay. Let's revive these guys. Let's do that. Sorry, guys. Let's revive this guy. How far are we done with this map? Ugh, I keep on pulling out my musical instrument. 30%, that's not bad. Still have another couple hours, so we can maybe get another map done. I don't know. Yeah, and I don't know if this is gonna be quicker by the time we get to ore, because we don't have to do hearts. We just have to do like run around and do. I think it's gonna be easier, because the only hard thing about that is doing the hero challenges, and I don't think those are hard to do. Anything back in this corner? No. I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna move up there. That should finish it. No, it does not. Let's get this. There was a ghost right here, wasn't there? Am I just going crazy? I'm going crazy at this point. Oh, wait, I finished. Never mind. Come here. Come to me. Come to me. Leave him alone. I'll just run away. Run away! Jump away! Ah! Alright, it's still in combat. Okay. Well, no. Can't get up there. Sorry I'm so quiet today. I just don't know really what to talk about. Running in circles around. Whoa. Dude, I'm telling you, my March Drake is a fucking monster. Should name him Godzilla. I'm gonna name him Godzilla. Let's do that. He's like Godzilla. He goes around and he kills everything. Godzilla? Yeah. Hello, we're here to fuck you up. Come attack me, friends. Oh, I canceled my own. That's stupid. I canceled my own. I can do this. Oh, 2 more people. Oh, you can attack 3 at the same time? Look at this. This is so efficient. Are you kidding? Like the most efficient pet in the world. Go. Alright, good. But then I was also thinking about the like dragon lady thing, the person, and I was like, I don't know what class to make it. Like, what class would I make her? I was thinking of making like a herald, and then using like glint, right? Because it's like glint is a dragon, so it's like she's like a dragonborn lady or whatever, and she channels glint, who's the dragon. You know, that was one idea. On that, I didn't think about anything else. I was thinking like maybe Mesmer, because she's all like pink and stuff, but I'm like, I don't know about that. Let's get this. Oh, we're doing so good. I love that little, do you see they like change and... Wait, did it not change? It looked like it changed. A little bit, right? The screen changed a little bit? I don't know. Goes one did that a ton. You can see that. Like you would go from one area to the next and it had like a filter over it almost. That's actually apparent in my like Echovald Forest video. You can see it. There's a specific spot where I was like, whoa. Because you go around the whole map and it's like, there's like one specific area that's all like green. So as soon as you walk out of that area, you think this is what it looks like. And then you walk out of that area and all of a sudden everything becomes like not green anymore. And you're just like, whoa. And it gives you like a whole different feel. I really like that. They didn't do that in Guild Wars 2 as much. They don't do as much in here. Da 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 da. Ooh, I love that chair. That's a good chair. Ooh, and that's a Scarlet. Someone made a Scarlet. Blighted Kiara. Is it Kiara? Ciara? Whatever. That's cool. I like that. That's a cool thing right there. Alright, let's go into the Ghost Forest here. Maybe we see a Captain... Is that his name? Captain... Calhan or whatever? Is that his name? I don't remember. I don't see him. He's usually, I think, like right here is where he is. Oh, no, right there. They run down and they go where he is, which is right over here.
Found Bonfire's Murder in the Char army, sir, in a valley to the north.
But I'm afraid we were spotted. They come for the wall as we speak.
This was us in Guild Wars 1, by the way. That's what the main character did.
Too many. We'll never hold them back.
And Calhan looked way different. Calhan actually had like a really cool armor. Like his armor was all white. He had like this all white armor. It was really cool looking.
You'll never get away from our swords. How dare you!
This was actually had like a little filter over it too. Oh, I love that. Yes. No one cares, honestly. Alright, cool. My pet got stronger as well. That's always good. I love how it like loads a new pet in. It's like, oh wait, let's erase that old pet and let's give you a new one because it's better now. Press the button. Just kidding. That's annoying. I'm not chopping as much wood as I maybe should. Like that kind of, but the problem is that kind of takes time and leveling isn't my problem. Like leveling really isn't my issue. So is, you know, I don't have an issue. I'm just saying like leveling is really not a problem for me. So, and that's the only thing I would help out with. Poison. That's all the description says. Poison. Okay, cool. How informative. I don't know how far this forest reaches, but I kind of want to get, maybe I can get this guy involved. Hey, you, come attack me. Follow me. Where did that attack go? Way up there. Go. Do it. Yes. One thing that I never understood is why Arena doesn't add more pets. Like, so many of the families of the like same, you know, the same kind of like species or whatever, they all use the same kind of like skills and stuff. They could have like easily just replaced that. It would be cool to have like all kinds of different, like even more of the drakes. Like it'd be cool to have even more drakes and stuff. So I really like the cheetahs. I know they're not super useful, but I really like them, so I don't know. It'd be cool to have all those other I don't understand. I don't know if that's like a lot of work to do that. You know, so it's like demanding it versus like what's realistic. Like, you know, I don't know. It might be really hard for them to do that, but I just think that it'd be really cool to have that. More options on pets. You know, I want more options on pets. I want to get all the pets. Every animal in the game should be a pet available, it shows. Alright. Because like I said, they can just like copy and paste. Copy and paste, copy and paste. Like the same stats. You know, all the drakes can have the same stats. But you can add all the different drakes in. Right? And you can have like, you know, the bats, for example. You could have like bat pets that could have the same, like, they could have the same skills as like the birds, you know, because they can like cause bleeding and stuff. Why not? That would fit, right? It'd just be cool to see that. All right, there's a bunch of harpies right there, so I'm gonna run right in. Hello, harpies. Hello, hello, hello. Ooh, and there's a bunch down there. Hello, harpies. Hello, do you want to fight me? Yeah, good. Do it. Look at that. My god, there's so much flying happening. Wow. Super efficient, my pet. Destroy that harpy nest. Alright, these are higher levels, so they take a little bit longer to defeat, but he doesn't have any problems with them, really, so... Oh, I need to learn to use that earlier, because I keep on missing with it after they die. Oh, I guess the harpies are attacking over there. That's okay, we'll get it done right here. There's a chest up here, isn't there? Somewhere? Is there a chest somewhere around here that I can open? I don't know why I think that. Is that not correct? Maybe it's over here. There's one. See, I was like, I think there's a chest up here. Maybe I can get something good. Oh my god, no equipment. This is so annoying. We're not getting anything. I'm just gonna consume that. Open all of these. Break it all down. That's lame. And then this I can throw away. Alright, whatever. I don't want to do all that. I don't want to do that event. I just want to get all these points of interest. I'm kind of just like going in like one direction. I'm not like zigzagging through the map. I'm just gonna go in a circle around it. So I'm gonna do this and then go around this way and then go down there. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's the easiest way to do it, I think. That way I don't have to like, oh, have I been up here? Have I been down there? Did I miss anything on the other side? I can just like go in a straight line, in a circle, you know, and just do everything there. Trying to find efficient ways to get this done quickly. I don't know if I'll ever do, like, is there speedruns of this? Is there speedruns of like world completion? I'm sure there are. I'm sure there must be. People that run through and try to get it done as soon as possible. I don't think I could ever do that. What would be the best class to do that with? Like, I'm thinking either Thief or Revenant. I'm thinking, because, or maybe even Mesmer. But Mesmer is so crappy to like level up. So like core Mesmer, you have to like really level up in order to get like good abilities and stuff. I don't know. I honestly think it would be Revenant and Thief, because with Revenant you have like, if you use Shiro, you get like so much movement because you can use that one skill that like teleports you to enemies and stuff, so you can like teleport around all the time, and you can use that like the one skill, the I think it's impossible odds, that gives you that like movement speed or whatever, so you can like move around the map fairly early on in the game. Like really, I mean, we have mounts now, so if you do mounts, you can probably do like really quickly. I know that. Wait, where are you going? Oh, okay. I don't know. That's something that I feel like would be really interesting to do. I don't know how good I would be at it. I haven't done map completion that often. It would be really like, you would have to know where every single one is, what the easiest way to get to everything is. But I think I could score like pretty decently high. But I would have to like do map completion on a character and then say, okay, now I'm gonna do this run and run through. Like, I need a refresher before I do it to go through. I don't know. I don't know, using Taco might be cheating too, because I think doesn't Taco have like routes for this kind of stuff? You can go. Oh my god, it's taking forever. All right, maybe I can do other stuff. I can do the Blood Legion flags here. I can do that. Human Cleaver. This is literally his last name. Fiend Mauler and Human Cleaver. Cool. Alright. Now with mounts, you can actually glitch inside of this. This is where the foe fire happened. You can actually go down there. Oh, wait. Can I actually go from here? Oh, I can. What? You can actually just hop up and get in there? No way. I didn't know you could do that. There's actually nothing down here. It looks like... Oh, what is this? Wait a minute. This leads somewhere? Where does this lead? So it looks to me like they were planning on doing something like this weird blue fire right there. Like, it looks like they were... I don't remember this. I don't remember that room, that side room. I don't know if they ever planned on doing anything with this. I wish they would have. Because they have the like Siege Master meta here. It would be cool to like have one where you have to defeat Adalburn as like a boss, because they don't have a world boss in this map. This is the only starter map that doesn't have a world boss, right? Yeah, there isn't a world boss in this map. And I'm telling you right now, there was one planned for here, and then they never did it. So it'd be really cool to have one there, where you defeat Adalburn, or like one of his generals or something. You know, some like big battle, and it takes place down below in there or whatever. That'd be really cool. Or like that's where the meta takes you, like through there into like this chamber underneath or something. Or like maybe a chamber that's like up top in the ruins up there or something. I don't know, that'd be really cool. But yeah, I'm sure they had something planned, because they have that whole room down there, and you see that like weird like fireplace with the blue fire and stuff, and it's like never used for anything. There's nothing that happens down there at all. And for the longest time, you couldn't actually go down there. I'm surprised I was able to just jump in there. I remember having to like, I think the first time I went in there was with gliding, because you can glide from up here into it. You can like glide into, I think that was the first time I went into there. Maybe not. I don't remember really. If I'm honest. Ow, fucker. Commune with that place of power. Really? You dumb bitch. Whoa. He fucked her up with the hammer. I think he's using a hammer. I haven't used a warrior hammer in a very long time. I think the last time I used that was when I leveled a char warrior like 7 years ago. Something like that. Yeah, dead. So it'd be cool to have a world boss on here. I find it kind of weird that that's the only starter map that doesn't have a world boss. You know, I'm like, we need a world boss. Like, you gotta have it. Yes, help me out. Yes. Okay, that's good. Can I collect those battle plans? I can. And then who do I turn those into? I don't even need to turn them out. I just need to defeat someone. Defeat another enemy. I don't want to go up there. Go, 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 go. Kill it. No. Oh my god. Are you kidding me right now? Go. Alright, run. I'll throw those away. I should probably... Oh, is this... Oh my god. I keep getting equipment that is the same level as what I have. Alright, let's get the... Oh, I want to help that person down there. Oh, it's that guy that's been pretty much helping us. Oh, poor guy. Here, let me help you out. Alright, you should be fine now. I'm gonna go down here into the ruins, get that. Ooh, something really controversial. What about an underwater world boss? How dare he even mention underwater combat? Burn him at the stake. I don't know. I just, like I said it in my quality and life fixes. I really, really, really would love to see an underwater trade line. That would be really nice, because I think that would just like standardize everything, would make it so much easier for ArenaNet to just like adjust underwater combat too, because they can just adjust those specific trade lines and what those traits do. And if like one class underperforms than others, they can just boost the trade line rather than trying to figure out how to fit it into the existing traits. Like, it's so strange to me. But, you know, whatever. I'm gonna get that up there. Oh, that's right. There's these trolls here. Not like that they can defeat me anyways. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Oh my god. I feel like I'm running the gauntlet here. And then they're all like veterans and stuff. That's scary. Ooh, I got new shoes. Hey, and they're better. Oh, finally. Such prestige. Getting new shoes that aren't terrible. I don't know. Underwater trade lines is something that I would really still love to see. And I hope that ArenaNet one day will look at we'll look at that. I really want to see that. I don't know. It's just, I want underwater to be good, because if you compare this underwater combat that we have in this game to other underwater, it's still like leagues ahead of every other MMO, like MMO's underwater combat, as far as I can tell. I haven't played every MMO on the damn planet, you know, so I'm only pretty much saying it from what I have seen. But from what I can tell and from what I've read online, it's still like leagues above everything else, right? And I'm like, we need to emphasize on that. And it's such an integral part of the like core game that I'm like, why wouldn't you concentrate on that? Why wouldn't you try to make that as good as you can? For new players and for old players, and then you don't have to avoid it like the plague, you know. If you do, like I said, they did the update, but I'm like, you're just like putting a band-aid on it. Like, you want something, you want to give yourself tools in order to consistently be able to update it and make it better and make it to like where you know you have that. So it's like having an underwater trade line for every class would just make it, I don't know, I just feel like it would standardize it so much to the point where they can do regular updates to it by just, you know, doing balance updates, and they can fit that somewhere into the balance updates every so often. and take it away from like having it bound to other. Are you gonna get up? Oh, help up. Oh, I can help them up. Okay, let's do that. Ooh, this is great. Look at this. Wow, this is an easy way to get the heart done. See? You learn all kinds of tricks, so I can speed run this heart now. I just come in here and do all that and free all them, get them up, boom, done. Done in 2 seconds. And then I walk way around here, which is like a waste of time. Because I'm such a great speedrunner. So dumb. So dumb. Oh, can I get in there? Oh, I don't. Oh, no, I can't. Wait, is that closed? Is that open? Are you kidding me right now? I need to get in there. How do I get that? Can I still get the point of interest by standing really close to the door? How outrageous. How am I supposed to? Whoa, what is even happening? My pet's getting beaten up by these fuckers. Wow. This is just not okay. Okay, that's fine. He's gonna get beaten up. He's probably gonna die. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like... He's doing really well though. Look at them. He's got them all low. No, they're coming for me. Great. That's okay. There's too many of them. Trying to figure out... Can I get in there, please? Is there a way to cheat my way into the door? Nope. You know what I really want right now? Noodles. I like any type of pasta right now. I really want pasta. I haven't had pasta in a long time. Like fettuccine alfredo. Is it because I'm smelling? Am I smelling pasta? Is that what I'm smelling? I don't know what I'm smelling. I wonder if I can do the squid burglar. Go after squid burglar. Wow. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Yeah, it's not. He can't. The squid burglar is too fast. See, it's out of reach. Okay. Can I get in here? Can I get? I'm trying to get from this side. Let me in. It's like that meme. Let me in. God damn it. All right, let's go back around. Let's go back around. We're doing the ogre morale. And they're getting defeated by that guy that we helped earlier. Okay, good. See, if we hadn't helped that guy, he wouldn't be able to do this. Or, I don't know. Would have taken him longer, probably.
Too strong.
Too strong. Oh my god, there's an army coming. Do you see that? Oh my god, there's so many of them. What the hell? Ah, there's so many of them. Use your poison breath. It spreads like wildfire. Hell yeah, look at that. My god, there's so many of us. And we're all different classes too. There's a Revenant, there's a Necro, there's a Warrior, and then there's me, the Ranger. I leveled up, that's nice. Okay, well, we can't get in there yet. Ooh, we have new pants. Pants are good. Pants are always good.
You two complain all the time.
Wearing pants is always good. Oh, I didn't put on my new shoes, my new slippers.
It's just sometimes you act with too much shout.
What? What are we yelling about? What are we... Who are you arguing with? Why am I arguing? Of course not. It's just sometimes you act with too much shout and not enough might. Okay. Can we, are you the one? Who are you talking to? Yes. Is that happening right now? Are we doing that right now? I will do it. I volunteer as tribute to destroy those gates. That guy disappeared. Did you see that? He disappeared. Is this Whoa, they disappeared too. What's going on here? What's happening right now? Why is everyone disappearing into like the void? Is that a black hole in there? It's like everyone's walking over there and then they disappear. Yeah, someone needs to destroy the gates. I would like to do that. Can you... Where is the other person you were talking to? Solarna? Where is she? Is she up top? Is that where she is? There's an ogre up here by himself. I don't know where the Solarna person is. Are they good? Is it open now? No, it's not.
New prey.
Okay, well, I guess we'll come back to that. I don't know how to get in there right now. Well, we'll have to wait until an event comes up or something. I guess that's the downfall of like the dynamic event system, is like certain areas are blocked off. That glider, that's the Griffin baby glider. It's the Griffin hatching glider. It's so cute, isn't it? I figured for a tamer, having a little pet like that and like carrying you, that'd be really cool. So I thought it was fitting. And it's an Assyrian character. Like, it looks ridiculous on a Norn because you have this like tiny little you know, guy trying to carry him, so it's a lot funnier on that. But yeah, I figured as a tamer, having something that's an animal do that, you know, that would fit. All right, we'll do this heart down here, and then we'll have to come back to that. I hate this event down, or this heart down here. I'm not a fan of it. But it is fairly quick, I think. Oh, a dread scale. I wonder if I can defeat him. It's the scale posse. Okay. Okay, well, my Godzilla is destroying everything. I wonder if... Because he has, like, healing on him, but I also have poison on him, so the healing doesn't do as much. I don't know. Look, he regenerates life so much that it's, like, at a standstill right now. And I regenerate life, too, so it's like... I don't know. Well, if these guys help me... Oh, perfect. They are helping. Awesome. And I can use my poison again? Yes, look at that. It's perfect. Oh, I can stand in this. Oh my god. Okay, it's a mirage. I was like, I thought it was like a leveling mesmer, but it's a fucking mirage, so. Food pile. Just picking up the food pile doesn't do anything, so that's not fun. Ow. Reviving a guy will do. Killing enemies, will that work? It does. Okay, I can just go around killing enemies. Okay, let's finish reviving this guy. So I can do traps, I can do killing scale, and I think I can collect eggs too, yeah? Can I do the eggs? Yes, I can. The regeneration is like so annoying. That's why I hate scale, and at low level like this is really fucking obnoxious. Oops. Oops. Ooh, I don't know why I'm yawning. Took a nap. I took a nap. What time is it? It's 10:35. I started fairly early today because, like I said, I did want to get this done. Hi, yes, join in on the fun. Yes. I don't care about the event. Oh, what are we doing? Why is everyone running around crazy? Yes, this is, oh, look at this. This is great. Alright, I'm gonna go turn these things in because it's gonna take forever for him to defeat them. So, okay, you killed one. He's probably gonna, yeah, he's coming after me now. I'm too far away. Okay, I have these eggs and I have these sacks. Yes, we're done. Woohoo! It's nice to have a pet. Alright, let's go over here. Should I do that jumping puzzle? I'm pretty good at that jump. This is one of the jumping puzzles I really, really enjoy. Yeah, so. It's fairly quick too, I think. This is one of the ones that feels like almost like like an Indiana Jones kind of like thing, which I really wish, you know, with the way that combat works in Ghost. Can we not have a? Wait a minute. Oh, we can. There we go. I was like, we can't have our march drag underwater. The way the movement and the combat and stuff is, they could really do a lot more of these, like, you know, jumping puzzles with like traps and stuff. Like, I would really love to see this like open world dungeon where you can like just go around and like jump through whatever and explore, and maybe not even open world, maybe have it like instance or something, but like this type of stuff. Oh, where you do like, it's like jumping puzzles or whatever, and you go through and you have to like defeat enemies along the way and like that type of stuff. Like, this is really short, but I have something that's like really long and it goes like a long way. Ooh, I don't know when they spew fire. That's weird, so I'm just gonna run through. Ooh, it's shaky. Ooh, it's shaky, I can't see. Oh no! Oh no, help! And jump! And you have the treasure chest, and you have the Indiana Jones skeleton, and then the dude comes. You have to defeat him. Wow. Build him as a tamer, but do the same way that I'm doing it right now, so I don't use any attack skills, but I can use like my unleashed skills on my pet. Is that right? Like, is that how you're imagining it? I mean, that would be interesting. I don't know how viable that is. I don't know how hard the it really depends on how hard the expansion is, because I can tell you right now, Path of Fire, I wouldn't be able to do it. Can you come down here? Do you see him up there? He don't care. He don't give a shit. You fucking turd. Great. You know what? Fuck this thing. I'm going up here. That was annoying. Alright, whee! Jumping puzzles with a certain character is so much easier. And the secret has been revealed! Oh, and you can read the journal too. Whee! We get a grand chest. I mean, I mean, that's an interesting challenge. I just don't know how hard it is, because I think about it right now. Path of Fire, you can't do it. There's no way you can do Path of Fire like that, because the boss fights in that and stuff, like just thinking about like defeating Balthazar in any of the instances that you have to fight Balthazar is like undoable. You can't, it's not possible. It's just not possible. Where am I going? I'm going to, oh, we're down here. Oh, interesting. I don't know why I don't remember where you come out of, but so it's really tough to do, you know. It's like, I don't know. Like, you might be able to do it, but you'd have to like constantly, because you could swap your pets too, so it might still be actually doable. It would just take a long time, because pets don't do that much damage. I don't know. It's an interesting idea. I'm definitely gonna keep that in mind. That's actually a good idea. because it would be something out of the norm of doing the same thing over and over again. So we could do that. Like I don't know. I'm just thinking technically, you know, because there's so many AoEs and stuff. The thing is, as long as I can evade, because I'm thinking about this right now. So from a technical standpoint, if you look at it, like your pet skill, your pet attributes have nothing to do with your attributes, right? So I can be all tanky, right? I can wear like, you know, vitality, toughness, healing power, you know, like, what is that, minstrel? I can wear like minstrel gear, like full like ascended minstrel gear on everything, and have like a really strong pet, you know, and just really put like a really aggressive pet and then maybe a tanky pet in there and just fight him. It just probably will take a long time, and I can just like, I would have to make sure that I evade, make sure that I have like, you know, enough vigor and stuff, because I will have to like run around and do that, you know, evade and stuff, like all the attacks and so on and so forth that he has. But you know, I mean, it might be possible to do. It'd be interesting to try. I'll keep my eye out for specifically End of Dragons. So we'll see if I can do that with End of Dragons. I'll keep this character. And if I can do that with End of Dragons, I'll do it. You know, if it's something where I'm like, yeah, you know what, all the fights in there, they would just take a long time, but it's feasible to do it. That's an interesting challenge. So I appreciate that. I think that'd be something that I you know, if the battles aren't too crazy, and if I'm imagining there's still a lot of adjustments that are coming in for some of the elite specs. So we'll have to see how they balance those, what changes they're making to them. I'm still not okay with us not getting any unleash abilities on other weapons and stuff, and I really hate that we only get one set of unleashed abilities on pets. I still think we should have different unleashed skills on different pets, but I understand that all of that is a lot of work. I totally get it. You know, and they could make it like really easy where they like, I don't know, I think that they could do it differently by just increasing the power of the regular skills that they have. They don't have to create new skills necessarily. Like, I think that Arena and like, they look at that and they're like, oh, we're only going to give them the same set of unleashed skills because we don't want to make a new set of skills for every pet. But it's like, you don't have to make new skills. Just make the skills that we have stronger. Like, I feel like that would be enough already. I don't know, that's my opinion, but I don't. Like, even with the last beta where they had like updates to lead specs, I was still underwhelmed, like incredibly underwhelmed with the Untamed or Unleashed. It's the Untamed, but you unleash, and I always get those two confused. I'm like, why did they name that two different things? Like, they should have named the Untamed the Unleashed and left it like that, or named it the Untamed, then changed the skill, the ability to unleashing instead of unleashing, untaming. I don't know. I still love my idea of 2 pets. I'm so sad we didn't get 2 pets. Having 2 pets would be cool. I know it's probably like not feasible at all for the game, but that would be really, if we would have gotten that, I would have done probably the challenge like right away. I'm like, hell yeah. You know, I think it's not necessarily balanced that they're claiming. I think they're claiming it's too much work. It's just too much work to create new icons, new skill animations, and that sort of stuff for every single pet. And the same with the weapon skills. I don't think it has anything to do with balance. I think it has to do with it's just too much work. The problem with that whole situation, though, like it being too much work, is you did that to yourself. Like, this is the concept you came up with, but you half-assed the concept, right? It's like you could have come up with a different concept that wouldn't have required you to do so much work. You know, giving us unleash skills on only one weapon is really lazy and forces us to use the hammer because that is the new shiny stuff, right? If we would have gotten new weapon skills on all of the weapons, that would have been really nice, but instead we got ambush skills, which I'm like, doesn't fit at all. In my opinion, doesn't fit at all, like whatsoever. And there was so just like a band-aid put on that, right? People were complaining about it, they're like, shit, they're right. What are we gonna do? Oh, give them unleash skills. Everyone else has or ambush skills, not unleash skills, ambush skills. As like everyone else has that too. Whoa, this rock is fake. This rock is a lie. Yeah, that's something. You know what? That's a great idea. Make him temporary. Make them like where you can, you know, have an additional button down here that lets you cast you know, one of like 5 different pets that you have for like 60 seconds and it has like a long cooldown or something. You know, kind of like we already have with like the misfire wolf and stuff. I don't know, something like that. And they could have definitely done something different with it. I think and you know, I'm not one to sit here and say like, oh, I'm so smart, I know all this stuff, like I come up with all this good stuff. Honestly, like I want to say like 8 out of 9 ideas that I've had, or like 7 out of 9 ideas that I had, I like those more than what they have given us. There's a bridge up there. Is there a reason to have that bridge? Is there something up here? Is there like, hold on, let's uncover this. There's nothing up there. Why is there a... That's weird. Why is there like a jumping puzzle type deal here when there's nothing up there? Because you go around here and then you go across here. What's up there? I need to know. I must know. Oh, it's a scenic vantage point. Huh. Never mind. It's for a legendary collection. Alright, let's look to see if this is open because we're close by. Hopefully that's open. How are we doing on the map? We're doing really good. We just have like this little area to do. And there's a ton of stuff in there too. It's a ton of stuff. Ooh, look, it's the plush. I didn't get the plush, but it is really cool. I love it. Alright, let's run right past them. I just played, for the video that I made the other day, I just played in Ascalon where you can see the bridge and stuff. Like I was across the water, which was on this side actually. I was on that side of the map in Guild Wars 1 and I was looking across and you could see the bridge with the big building right here that was still standing and stuff. I think that's in the video. In the Fractals video. Felt really good. I might do another playthrough of Guild Wars. Is that open? Is that... Nope, it's closed. Okay. I need to get in there. Can I cheat, guys? I kind of want to cheat. I want to get this map done. But they're not letting me in. So... I'm kind of in a bind. I don't know how to get in there. Oh, wait. Now it's letting me attack the gate? It didn't do that earlier. Go. Attack the gate. Okay, first of all, come back to me. Yeah, crazy. Attack that gate. I must go in. I think that triggers the event. It probably does, right? I'm guessing. Yeah, it does. I figured it did. That's okay. We're not here for the event. We're here for the point of interest. Goodbye. We're leaving. Yeah, I'm not... The thing is with the challenge, I'm not allowed to use mounts. So I'm just trying to not use them. I mean, I'm kind of like... Those are like... self-imposed rules. You know, I mean, no one tells me that I can't do it, but I just don't want to do it with Equivalt's Defenders. What a fitting name. What a fitting name going into End of Dragons. So I'm trying to not do that. The changes in pet controls should have been an update for all of the Rangers for sure, though. I just think it's really lazily done, right? Even when playing, you can see in the beta when I was playing it, when I was streaming it, I didn't understand. I didn't know what they were going for. Like it feels to me like a Soul Beast. It feels so similar to Soul Beast because instead of taking your pet in to make yourself stronger, you're just making yourself stronger or your pet stronger, which is like, who cares that your pet is stronger? Like it's still pretty useless probably. Like it's just, you know, the pet AI still sucks, right? It's still not, I'm still gonna have to like call it back, put it on passive in a lot of the instances and stuff. I just, you know, to me, and I said this in my tamer video, I said that if I'm gonna do anything that involves the pets with the Rangers, then there has to be an update for the pet AI. You know, I mean, I created the whole like 2 pets thing. I think I have to go around. Yes, up here maybe. Where do I go up there? How do I get up there? Okay. I'm gonna go like all the way around and it's gonna be like way on the other side. Oh, it's right here. It just, pet AI needs an update, you know, and I think that pets overall need an update, and I think it was just lazily done. It feels just, you know, nothing special about it. Nothing is new. It doesn't have a new shiny feel about it. Like, to me, it just feels like a core ranger. It doesn't even feel like a core ranger plus. It feels like a core ranger. Like, your stats don't increase that much. You don't do like insane amounts of damage. The new skills don't feel that great. I don't know, man. I was playing it and I was just like, I don't understand this. What is supposed to be the new thing here? What's supposed to be the like overall theme of this? Like, you're unleashing yourself. It's just like Soul Beast, because Soul Beast is like, you take in your pet to strengthen yourself, and then the Untamed is like, you unleash your inner pet or whatever, or like your inner animal or something, and it's like, it just feels the same. Super samey. And that's exactly it. Okay, so that's what you meant by that, and I completely agree with that. So I wasn't exactly sure if that's what you meant by it. Yeah, so, and I agree. That should have been just a regular update. I completely agree. That should have been something that's accessible to you know, to core rangers. You're correct. I think you're right, and I think it's something that maybe shouldn't be available like right from the start, because like, you get your pet in the beginning and then you get your pet skills at like level 5 or whatever, you know, you get the ability to name your pet and swap your pets and do all the things. I think that maybe having it like at a certain level where you now unlock being able to use all of those skills at like level 50 or 60 or something, like that. But that should be something that's available, like you said, to like even core rangers. Why is that like weird chiming? Fucking weird. That's from the event, I know it is, but I'm like, I've never heard that before. Is this from the event, or am I just like imagining things? Is like death coming for me? Is that what I mean? Death tolls the bell. Yeah. What the hell? That's definitely in game. I was like, is this like, I've never heard that sound, that weird ringing chime bell sound. Kind of, ugh, it's a bit eerie, isn't it? It seems really strange. The captain. Attack him. Nice. Alright. Unsettling a little bit. Alright, hold on. Let me look at this real quick. Spicy sweet chili? Weird. So to me, the Rangers really lost out because it doesn't, like, my thing is that, oh my god, everyone is dead around here. This is insane. There's so many people. Why is there so many? Is this all new people, like, coming to the game? That's insane. It's a good thing. I'm really happy with it. It sounds like I'm not, but I am. But it's just like, wow, I haven't seen it this busy in starting maps in a long time. Now you're just fucking with me. Hold on. Okay. It's definitely getting picked up on the capture, so I'm not going crazy, okay? I was like, I have to wait for the bell to chime, and I'm like, wait a minute, am I really going crazy? But it's like when I take my, yeah, it's definitely in game. What is that weird bell? Why is it still chiming? What is that bell sound? What is happening? I've never heard that. I've done this map so many times. I've never heard that before. It's weird. Like, I had to check. That was so funny. It's getting picked up on the capture. Okay, scientific proof right there that I'm not going crazy. Alright, we leveled up. That's nice. What did I get? Ooh, primary attributes. But yeah, I don't know. I just think that it's really, the elite specs are supposed to be something that is very, it makes the class feel way different, right? It's, to me, it's the dual classing, right? Everyone always asks for like, oh, Guild Wars 2 needs dual classing. And that's what the elite specializations are to me. They are dual classing. Oh, I keep on picking that up thinking that it's gonna summon someone. But I already, I guess, summoned that person. Hey, nice, thanks. Thanks for the help. Hey, nice. Oh, let's get that waypoint before I go down here. Really? That's so weird. That event, that particular event, I haven't done too often where you escort the people in there. I think, I want to say, and I'm not 100% certain, I think that event bugs out. I'm not sure though. Oh, I gotta get this down here. I haven't gotten that. I think that event bugs out or something. Yeah, so the bell chiming has stopped. So it's definitely from that event. It's defeating that prophet person, which I don't think I've done very often, but I don't think I've ever heard that bell chime. So that was very, like, it had this like weird, like, Bloodborne, like in Bloodborne you have that chime, that little bell you can ring to like ask for help or someone is invading your world or something like that. So it's kind of setting me into that mindset where I'm just like, oh my god, like it's a little like off-putting in a way where I'm just like, why is this happening? But yeah, you know, and the elite specializations is the dual classing. This is where they mix certain classes aspects with other classes. They give them the, you know, they use the same skills as that person. They use that, you know, that's where that comes in. You know what I mean? And like I would say, for example, the virtuoso to me feels almost like a long range warrior type deal because it's all about blades, right? It's all about like blades and stuff. It could even be like a guardian type of deal or whatever. It's definitely like a warrior type of class because it's just pure damage. It's just about like dealing damage, but in like an ethereal way where it's like long range and stuff. So like, yeah, it's kind of creepy, isn't it? It's kind of weird. I'm like, I haven't heard that before, and I'm like, why even is that there? You know what I mean? Like, is there a reason for that? Is something gonna happen by the end of it? Like, is it gonna ring 12 times? Is it like, what is it going for? Like, why is that there? It's weird. But yeah, so you know, people ask for dual classing all the time, but it's like when you look at the Unleashed, there's no concept of dual classing. It just feels like they like tried to make like a Ranger plus, and it didn't really happen. I don't know. That's definitely one of my least favorites, right? You look at the Mechanist, for example, and it's an obvious like engineer slash ranger, right? Because you get a pet, and you get pet skills. You know, you get signets, which is like a you know, more of a magical thing, really. So you get like that aspect of it or whatever, and that's like your dual classing, right? The Mechanist is an engineer slash ranger, but it's Guild Wars 2's version of that. So right, yeah, I mean it's very, because it has like, you know, the Guardian has like spirit weapons, and it's, you know, it has that type of stuff, like, so that's, you know, the virtuoso is then at that point like a mesmer slash warrior slash guardian, like a you know, guardian, you could say guardian. I mean, it's probably closer to the guardian really than the warrior. Like, and it's always like in my head, because they did say that about the, what did they say that? They said that about one class, but ever since they've set like one of the elite specializations where it's like something, oh, with the Spellbreaker, they always said that the Spellbreaker is a mesmer through the eyes of a warrior, right? And that's what I always, ever since they said that, ever since I was told, that's what in my head happens with elite specializations. It's always some kind of class through the eyes of whatever that class is, right? So it's like the Mechanist is a ranger through the eyes of an engineer. And it's super obvious. Like when you put it like that, it's super obvious. But it's like, what is the Unleashed? Right? What the fuck is that? I don't know. So it's very like strange to me. You know, we talked about this before, because we talked about the Mirage, I remember, and I think it was you that said that as well, where I wasn't sure what the Mirage was the second class. I was like, it's a Mesmer plus, but I think that was you, and you said it was the thief. It's a thief because it has like ambush skills, and it has like movement based skills, and it's all about like evading and stuff, which the thief is a lot about. So I'm like, oh, you know what, that makes a lot of sense. So and if people were to take that approach a little bit more often with those things, when they like look at that stuff, they, you know, they would really realize that we have dual classing in the game, and we're about to have like a third set of dual classes for our classes. I'm just gonna kill that guy real quick because he's pissing me off. Die. All right, cool. Whee! Ah, I missed. I missed. But it, like, I'm guessing, you know, I don't know, because like even the Bunny Thumper, you know, being from Guild Wars 1 is a Ranger Warrior build, but it doesn't, the Unleashed doesn't feel like a warrior. Like, it doesn't feel like a ranger through the eyes of, or a warrior through the eyes of a ranger, you know? So it's like, yeah, I mean, I get it. It's supposed to be nostalgia. Right, exactly. And they should have, and they completely missed the mark on it, right? I understand it's supposed to be a callback to the Bunny Thumper, but I'm like, no. No. Maybe I should... We're slowly getting... I need to, like... I need to figure out... I need to figure out what I'm doing with all of this. I need to figure out what my second line is. I was thinking about wilderness survival, maybe nature magic. What's nature magic do? What do we have? Gain increased concentration while struck below the health point. When you gain a boon, it's shared with your pet. Recover health when you gain regeneration. That's pretty nice. When swapping pets, that's pretty nice. Dodging removes conditions, so it's super defensive, right? This is nice. Automatically use search and rescue, which gives me regeneration, which if I have this would give me health. I don't know, I really have to look at that. All right, let's go back up here. Do that. I can go into the, I have to do that as well. I have to go into the arena, which is, where is that arena? It's up here, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah. I'm thinking, what's wilderness survival? We already looked at that. That's like, poison. What's skirmishing do? Skirmishing is for like, that's just straight up combat stuff, right? Does spotter work on my pet? Because the defensive stuff is actually, we're doing pretty good on that. I'm just trying to get like a little bit stronger maybe before I do all that. Did I get that waypoint? I did. Okay. When you successfully evade attack, gain vigor. That's pretty nice. You and your pets have a chance to cause bleeding on critical hits. See, like I'm trying to probably go with a little bit more damage right now because in the low level areas, I don't need that much defense and healing right now because my pet only dies if it's like getting overwhelmed, which really doesn't happen in the overworld. In the like lower level maps especially. So I think I'm gonna go with damage. I think I'm gonna go with skirmishing here. Just trying to figure out damage and condition are increased after dodging or using quick shot. And their attacks are okay. The next ranger weapon skill is recharge faster. Fury grants ferocity. Gain fury. Okay, none of that really works. Bleeding you inflict is more dangerous, so that would go with sharpened edges right there. Well, spotter. I don't know. Spotter might be nice to have, like I said. I think it does work, but I don't know. But either way, I'd probably go with the damaging first. Because by the time that I get to like the areas where it gets harder, where my pet like doesn't survive, I'll already be level 71 probably, I'm guessing. So I don't have to like worry about that, I don't think. All right, come on, send more. Send more enemies. I don't know why I'm so itchy on my right now. Right there. Oh, nice. Okay, got that done. Let's get the thing there. The cenotaph? Cenotaph. So I'll probably go with damage first. Because this heal skill is actually really nice. I mean, it does really well. And then, what is it's salute, right? You salute him, and you get 10 minutes of 4 might. That's pretty nice. Really, that's really cool. Look at that, 10 minutes of 4 might. And I didn't get a key. Come on. Why do I not get keys? Ooh, look at that, new shoes. So much garbage. We've only gotten 2 keys out of 5 maps, guys. It's terrible. Alright, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Alright. What do we do next? We can go to like our home and do the up there. No, so I'm not using any weapon skills at all. So I'm not using any. It's kind of like the pacifist run, but I'm using a pet instead. So my pet can attack, my pet can use skills. I'm not allowed to use pets still. I think otherwise it would be overpowered. And no, it's not just to 80. The goal is to actually do map completion. That's what I'm going for each of the maps. So I've now finished all the starter maps. I'm going for 100% map completion on the like base game, world completion. I'm trying to do 100% map completion with just using a pet. I'm allowed to use pet skills, so I could use strength of the pack. Actually, I can actually learn that. So I can use pet skills because it's just my pet, me commanding my pet. So it's supposed to be like almost like a there's no heart here. Why am I here? Let's go down where there's actually heart. So it's almost like I call it a Pokemon challenge, really is what I wanted to call it, but I didn't want to do that because it's a little bit confusing to people because like, oh, this is not Pokemon, you know. Oh, I can get juvenile Seamoth. They look really ugly. Acht. No, don't equip it. I do want to look at it though. The Arctidus wasn't as good, so let's see if this is good. Okay, let's swap between the two of them. So the attack is lower. Defense is the same. Vitality is the same. Precision is higher on this guy too. So what's the point of getting this guy? Wait, there's nothing. There's no reason to use that other guy. Didn't we have the same with the Arctidus? It did the same. Arctodus or whatever it's called. It was the same there, where it was like no reason to take it at all. There was no advantage over using the Mark Drake. But yeah, so I'm not allowed to use any weapon skills on myself. Yes, Warhorn, you are correct, is like just summons animals and does like boons and stuff, but it's still like I consider that to be me doing something. Like if you think of a Pokemon battle, right, it's like the trainer doesn't do anything. It's all the pet, and you command your pet to do whatever. So I can use command skills. I try not to use them just because I feel like they're a little bit OP for low level. Legendary. I'm doing this just because I'm bored. I'm doing this because I want to have like a fun stream, something to stream for you guys. I really like, I just got my legendary that I was working on, so I'm not there's no reason. I've only done complete map completion once in Guild Wars 2. There's people that have done it dozens of times. I've only done it once myself. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not going for legendary right now. I'm waiting to see the new set of legendaries that's coming out with End of Dragons. That will probably be the next one because you can change what it looks like, and I really like that idea. So that's probably what I'm going for next. So I'm not actually working on legendary right now. And I also have exhausted all of my materials, all of my money, everything, just to finish the I finished the Claw of the Conqueror is the one that I finished, because I'm going to be playing a Virtuoso. I will be doing, since you have missed the last few streams, I will tell you the week, and I did talk about this in my last video, but the week of the release of End of Dragons, I will be taking off of work and I will be streaming probably 5 or 6 days or so. I'll be streaming because it'll come out on Tuesday. It always comes out on Tuesday. So I'll be streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that's the goal. And I picked out the Virtuoso. I'm gonna play the Virtuoso. I wanted something long range. I didn't want to do close range. I want to do some long range because I'm really bad with close range combat and stuff like that. So I wanted some long range, and that's what I picked. So yeah, the Gen 3 looks really, I mean, you know, of course, just like everyone else, I was really disappointed that we would get just an Oreen set, but them having pretty much like 5 or 6 different forms, or however many they're gonna do for all of them, I think is amazing. I'm really, really looking forward to it. What is happening? Oh, I got knocked down while I was underwater. Interesting. I didn't drown, I just got knocked down. So yeah, that's I'm really looking forward to that. Really, really looking forward to that. And that'll be the next one I work on. So, because we're getting the precursor for free, pretty much, if you have done all of your there was something you had to do. What was it? Was it? It wasn't Return of the Season of the Dragon. It was something else, wasn't it? Or was it that the beginning of that? I don't remember. But yeah, that's the next one I'm gonna work on. And I'm not planning on getting that right away as soon as the End of Dragons comes out. It'll probably take me like a year to even consider working on it. Incinerator for Virtuoso, nice. That's a good choice too. I like that one. I wanted to make that a long time ago, and I never did, but that's a nice one. Yeah, the Claw of the Connor is a little bit, because it has like, it looks like toxic fumes that come off of you, right? And it's like a little bit like, looks weird a little bit, but I like it. It's pretty cool. I like the whole, like, you unsheath it and then you know, you have the char silhouettes come out of all the 4 leaders and stuff. That's cool to me. Yeah, that's very true. I agree. I don't know. Was there a lot of... Well, we'll see. Because, you know, I always think in the terms of Guild Wars 1, in the sense of like enemies that we get. But looking at Path of Fire, we didn't get like really any, like, we didn't get a lot of the enemies that we had in the desert. Like, yes, we got like hydras and stuff, which was like really cool. But a lot of the like main enemies that we got in the desert, like specifically in like what's it called, the what was the second in Nightfall that we got in Nightfall? Like, we didn't face those, you know, so it was like a completely different enemies. So I wouldn't even, because I'm trying to imagine what could be the enemies that they have that maybe have reflect on them, and I can't think really. Like, even if I come up with the enemies, they're probably gonna have completely different enemies that are gonna come out. So I don't know, we'll have to see. Reflects are gonna be really bad, you're right. That's definitely the weak point of that. And then you don't really have like illusions to, like, so to say, like hide behind or whatever, you know, to like do their thing. So well, then you should watch my you should watch my playthrough of Factions that I made a stream about. I did a bunch of streams about we played through Factions. So that would show you all of most of the enemies that we saw. You could also watch my Deep Sea Dragon Theory, the second one particularly, where I talk about a lot of the enemies in the Jade Sea. Yeah, the Solid Ocean, I have a lot of issues with that because of the, like you said, like the Jade constructs in there and stuff. So, but we'll have to see. Like I said, those weren't very those weren't enemies that you faced in Guild Wars 1. Like Jade constructs like that wasn't something they had. They had Leviathans, Leviathan claws, Leviathan mouths, and they had outlaws, and they had jellyfish, what are they called, the Irokanji jellyfish enemies. They had a ton of Naga, which are like crate. They had the Kappa. They had what are some other common enemies? Thinking like Echovald Forest had some gargoyles, had the Wardens, which are like Mordrum pretty much, the Wardens. that sort of stuff. Nothing was really like Reflection, but it's also a different game. It plays very different when it comes to combat and stuff, so Reflection isn't something that was in that game. So, well, that's what they're there for, you know. That's why they're on the thing, and that's why I point them out to people, because I play that stuff, specifically all the stuff that concerns Cantha, that has to do with that. I play that so you guys can see it. For the people that didn't play Guild Wars 1, though, that's the reason I play it, because I want to see you guys. I want you guys to see the stuff that they're working on based on, right? And then you can see what pretty much the basis for what we're going into was based on. So, you know, that's why I have made those deep sea dragon theories. That's why I've made the tour. I did also the tour videos. You can watch those as well. Those are not streams, but those are actual videos. I did tours of the Xingji Island, Echovald Forest, Jade Sea. I'm gonna be doing the Kaining City as well, so you guys will see that. So those are gonna be pretty much all of the explorable areas, that like pretty much everything that was to see in Guild Wars 1 factions in Cantha, you know, in Cantha and Guild Wars 1 pretty much. Like I do that because I want people to see what they're working off of, and that, you know, and I know that people don't want to go back and play it, right? But I want to give people the opportunity to see that and experience that and whatever. So yeah, you guys, I mean, that's why I make those videos, for you guys to watch that stuff. And I understand that maybe I'm not the most entertaining person or whatever, you know, and you can just kind of have it like while you're doing whatever, you know, while you're farming or while you're doing your dailies or something, have it on in the background and just like look over once in a while. Particularly the tour videos, actually, I will tell you guys, both the Echovald Forest and the Jade Sea, I actually stopped talking fairly early on, and it's just pretty much like a montage with music in the background for the rest of the video, showing all the areas, because there wasn't that much to talk about. I just kind of wanted to show you guys and have you look at it to see it, but there isn't necessarily like things that I wanted, like all the things I wanted to talk about I did in other videos. So those are really nice to just have like running in the background, because you like don't have to listen to anything. You don't have to like, you know, you can just like have it in the background and like look at them, look at the pictures and stuff. And you can even, you know, the music is just there for the people that want to watch it with the music on, you know, it's just Guild Wars 1 music in the background. And you can like turn it off and just like look over. Like that's what I do, you know. It's like I don't know if other people play that way, but that's how I play, you know. I just like look over, and I have stuff running in the background, and that's pretty much those two videos specifically. The Xingji Island video is a little bit different, because I went based off of the points of interest, so to say, of Guild Wars 1. They were called landmarks, and on Xingji Island specifically, there was a ton of them. There was a ton of points of interest, so that's what I based that video on. So there's a lot of talking involved in that video, where I like kind of talk you guys through it. Xingji Island being one of my favorite areas in all of Guild Wars. Like even in Guild Wars 2, like to me, Xingji Island is something that I'm so excited to go back to. And I think you can kind of hear my excitement about that as well in that video and stuff. So so the way you can actually play all of the content by yourself. The end game content in Guild Wars 2 is going to require you to have like meta builds and actually have like your because the way it's set up is it's a team based, right? So you have your own character, right? Your own character has what's called attributes, so that's pretty much the place of traits that you take, and you can go into like water magic, air magic, fire magic, and you can make them stronger, and that makes your abilities, you have up to 8 abilities that you can have on your bar at any time. So it's pretty much the same way. You have your armor that is crafted, quote unquote. You buy materials, or you can like break down stuff you find for materials, and then you go to a guy and you pretty much buy the armor off of him. That's the extent of crafting. But you can get the armor. Level 20 is max level, which is really fast. In most of them, it's really fast to get to level 20. The original game, Prophecies, takes a little bit longer because it's designed to actually take a lot longer to get to level 20. So you don't get to level 20 like right away or whatever. But you can, with any of the characters you made in any of the expansions, you can go anywhere. So you don't have to start in the Prophecies area, which the Prophecies area is, you start in Cantha. It deals with the searing and stuff, and you journey across the mountains. And as you go like across the mountains, you go into Kryta, you deal with stuff in Kryta, and then you have to like go through the jungle, and then you come around this way and you deal with the White Mantle actually down here, a lot of White Mantle stuff, and you go to Sanctum K, which is now the Dominion of Winds. From there you actually flee into the desert. You actually go to Amnoon, which is just this like really sad oasis looking place, and you do a bunch of trials, including like Augury Rock and stuff. That's not Augury Rock is down here. And then you actually end up meeting Glint, and then you go into the mountains, you deal with the dwarves, you help them with their like stuff there, and then you venture to the Ring of Fire Island. They actually help you to move there, the dwarves, and you fight the Mersat there, and that's kind of where the main game ends. Then you have the second standalone campaign, which takes place in Cantha, which is, I can't show you that, but then the other one is where you start Nightfall, which is you start in the Isle of Istan, and you go to Korna. You do, there's a bunch of stuff going on, of course, with all of it has to do with Abaddon. You deal with Abaddon the whole expansion, and you go there, and then you go to Vabi, and then from Vabi you go to the Sulphurous Waste, and then eventually you go into the Mouth of Torment, you go into the Realm of Torment, and that's the end of that. But so you can play any of the expansions. Oh, and then you have, of course, the expansion Eye of the North, which deals with the Far Shiver Peaks. With you go to the Blood Legion homelands. You do a bunch of stuff there, which actually Grothmar Valley is pretty much that's one of the last areas you go to, and there's like a bunch of different places you go. You actually go to Sparkfly Fen, which you weren't able to go to before, but you can go to with any character to anywhere, and it's team based. So you are by yourself, but you will always have a team of at least 4 people with you. So it goes from 4 people all the way to 8 people. And you have NPCs in the towns that they're called henchmen, and you can take them with you. So you could have a henchman right here. It says like, this is a healer henchman, right? And it's like, oh, okay, so this is the healer of the group. And then you have one guy that's like he's a warrior, and he's called like a hammer dude or whatever, right? And you're like, okay, hammer dude and healing chick, you come with me. And then you have like an elementalist, right? And he's like a fire dude, like you can tell he's like casts fire spells. So you put them in your party, and they're in your party, and they're just NPCs that follow you around. They cast their spells automatically, and they, it's a party based thing. Or you can play with other people. If you find other people in town, you can talk to them and you can join the group, but you don't want to do it alone. I've seen challenges done where you want to do it solo, like where they went ahead and did it solo, but that's really hard to do. That's a really tough challenge. So you're always in a group of people. If you have the expansions, you actually have the ability to get heroes, which is like the henchmen that you get, but you actually don't see them in town. You actually have you have like almost like an inventory of henchmen in your group panel, and I look on the right here because that's where mine is in Guild Wars 1, and you can actually select who you take with you, and you can make like your own team, right? And you can say like the most meta build, I will say, is like having all mesmers, because mesmers do like an armor ignoring damage, which is like huge. So having mesmers is like really important, and like a lot of the builds will tell you like mesmer is the way to go. Whatever, you can play the whole game in normal mode, because there's a normal mode and a hard mode. You can play through the whole game in normal mode, which with whatever like whatever henchman, really, like most everything you can do with whatever henchman team you have, as long as you have healers in there, a couple of tanks maybe. I don't know, tanking isn't super important. And the difference between the henchmen and the heroes is the heroes you can actually equip yourself. You can give them different equipment. You can give them different rune sets. You can give them like those types of things, and you can actually change their skills too. On henchmen that I get in the outpost, I can't, like Lena the healer. She's like the first healer that you get. Lena, I think is her name. Is that? No, it's not. It's Elysia is the first one. You can't change her skills. So she's in your party and she's going to cast whatever skills she has on her bar, which were automatically set by the developers, which kind of sucks because they don't use the best skills. But if you have heroes, you can actually, all the skills that are available to you, you're able to, or that are unlocked on your account, I want to say this, that are unlocked on your account, you can put them in your heroes bar. And then you can have those heroes in your party and you can customize them. So it's a mix between like a role-playing game where you have your own character, and it's almost like a mix of like a strategy game, because you have like a squad of people that you have to like control, right? And you have like not a lot of control over them, but you have control on where they go, which is almost like super like RTS, right? It's like super like a strategy game, where you like control where your units go and stuff like that, like. And that's pretty much the game. So you can solo the whole game. I will tell you that I've soloed almost all of the content. There's a lot of end game stuff that I haven't done, like the underworld, the what is the other one? I forgot. If you're looking to experience the story, you can do it all. You can do it all by yourself. If you're looking to just do the story, you can play through the normal mode and you can do it all alone. You honestly don't need anyone. I would love to play with you. Like, I love going back to Guild Wars 1. I'm super huge on that. Like, I love that. So I would totally be on board with helping out and stuff and like showing you the ropes and like, you know, I can when if I'm in your team, I can use my heroes. My heroes are all like set up and stuff for like end game stuff. But yeah, if you're looking for the story, you can play through it all by yourself, all solo. You don't have to worry about teaming up with anyone. It might just be a little hard for you because, of course, a lot of people have that mindset of, oh, it's Guild Wars, right? It plays just like Guild Wars 2. It's completely different. Combat-wise, it's completely different. You'll see a lot of the skill names are the same. You know, those things are the same. Of course, the classes, like a lot of the classes are like pretty much the same there as well. But it plays way different. It plays very different. But it's super fun. I think it's super underrated because it is such a unique way that they approach combat in that game, where I haven't seen other games like it. You know, it's very interesting. You know, interruption is like huge. Like interrupting your enemies. The thing is on your enemy bars. So they do the same thing, right? I can highlight an enemy like this griffin over here, and you have the picture up. And the interesting part about the balance of the game is that the monsters and the enemies, they actually use the same skills you do. They can use you know, like any of them. Like they can use signets, right? They can use the signet of the hunt, for example. Like they have that ability, and you will see that they will cast it, and they have a cast bar just like you do. You know, when we cast this, we have a cast bar right here. They will have a cast bar under their name, and you'll see the icon, and they'll show you what the ability is that they're actually casting. And they use the same abilities that you have. So the balance, whenever they they make an ability strong, like a skill stronger or whatever, that actually makes the enemy stronger. So it's like a really interesting balance point, right? Where it's just like, oh, okay, they're balancing this, but it makes the PvE enemies stronger because they have the same abilities. Well, I mean, I am available during the day for my time. So like because I only stream at night, but I don't work during the day usually. So between, I want to say your time, like between like 5 p.m. and like 9 p.m. I'm actually available. Like I just hang out on Discord, and like I just play whatever video games usually, or I work on videos before I go to work. Usually, so around that time I'm actually available to play. Actually earlier, it's like 4 p.m. It's like 4 p.m. to like 9 p.m. or whatever. So that's usually, I'm always available for that. You know, I stream at night because I don't like streaming during the day. It's very interruptive to the things that I do on my days off, because I'm like, I like today, for example, I had to get my tires changed and stuff. Like I need to stream at night where there's not anything else that I really need to do. So
That was certainly unexpected.
but yeah, it's a great game. I think I'm very sad that there's no one that's really taken the ropes of Guild Wars 1, the way that combat works. This event, it takes forever. I'm over it. I'm gonna go drop off these crystal nodes that I have, these tuning crystals. I have a bunch of them now. I have 12 of them. So but yeah, it's I recommend it. I highly recommend it. I love ArenaNet for keeping the servers up on that, because honestly, you go to the starting area, there's still a shit ton of people. You can actually, like I said, watch that video. Watch the fractal video, the concept of the fractal video that I did, and there's actually, like, I go through the starting tutorial area and there's a shit ton of people. There's a shit ton of people for a game that's like 20, like 17 years old now. Tuning crystals. Sure, I got some right here. Here you go. Awesome, that's done. I kind of took a break from actually doing map completion. Sorry, guys. So, but yeah, I highly recommend it. If you can get it on sale, or you can get it cheap, or you have money just laying around, you're looking for like an interesting game, and you want to get more into the lore of the game, I really do recommend it. So, I don't know. Like I said, I want to play through Guild Wars 1. I want to do a playthrough of it again. Like it's a great game. It really feels way different than Guild Wars 2. Way different. It's a way different game. But it's good in its own right. Go faster, faster, faster. Stew poison, maybe we'll get it. Oh yeah, okay, he stopped, so we can definitely. And like I said, you can solo it all, or you can even play with friends, which is super fun to have. Like, you know, you actually have to have healers in your party. You kind of need, you don't really need tanks. Tanks isn't really that's necessary. Like, I run all casters in my team, but you definitely need like healers. And there's like, you know, different kinds of healers too. Like, you have ritualists, which are like these, you know, people love the ritualists for a reason, because they're actually really cool. They're these, oh wait, how do I get up there? Oh, this way. I got it, never mind. They're these like necromantic, like, you know, they use like the spiritualism. They use these like they summon ghosts and stuff to heal and stuff, and it's really cool. They have like this, they actually like use their powers look similar to the like full fire ghosts, like that, where they're like bluish, the spirits that they summon and stuff is really cool. I love having ritualist healers in my party. Necromancers are really cool in that game. You can have like a minion master, and they actually have like, you can have like an army of minions. And if you're actually a minion master yourself, if you play a necro, you actually have a menu that you can pull up where you can see the health of all of your minions. It actually has all of your health of all your minions and stuff. And the flesh golem looks so cool in that game. Oh, looks so much better than Guild Wars 2. Looks really fucking dope. Oh, I forgot about that. That's like a travel thing, right? Push the button. Push it. Push it. Oh. Ah! Kill the basilisks. No! You turned him to stone. Oh, poor guy. Here, I poison you. And I will be making, I totally forgot about talk about this. There's a video idea that I had while we were talking about Guild Wars 1 where, and this is something that will be coming out after End of Dragons that I'm going to work on. Once End of Dragons comes out, I'm really going to work on that video. It's going to be a lot of work for me to get it done. But I want to make a concept of an expansion. Okay. Now look at this expansion. So like think about this, right? What if we had an expansion that took place, that released at the same time for both games, Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2. Now hold on, okay? Before everyone gets the pitchforks and torches out, in the same area of the world, but of course 250 years apart from each other, right? And, oh, I got cooking supplies. That doesn't happen very often. Sorry guys, I gotta answer this. I'm so hungry. Me too. So, 250 years apart, where maybe we, in Guild Wars 2, deal with the choices of our Guild Wars 1 heroes. We deal with that in Guild Wars 2. So I'm thinking in my head, right? I will say, the Isles of Janthier. Okay, I had this, and that's probably what the video is going to be about. It's going to be this theory, right? Where in the Isles of Janthier, we go in Guild Wars 1. In Guild Wars 1, in Guild Wars 1, you fight all of the Mersat, and the last one is what's his face that we fight in Guild Wars 2. What's his name? I forgot. What is his name? I feel really stupid right now. Oh my god. I can't. Why is it not telling me the name? What is his name? What's the last Mersat? Whatever his name is. I can't remember. Oh my god, why does my brain do that? I can't even remember a simple name. So, because in Guild Wars 1, we do that. We eradicate all of the Mersat. He's the last one. He flees. Blah, blah, blah. Right? So, you know, and then we have in Guild Wars 2, Lazarus. Thank you. My god, I can't even think of it. Lazarus. So he's the last one. You fight all of the Mersat in Guild Wars 1. You pretty much kill all of them, right? He's the last surviving Mersat. We do find leftovers in the prison here in Guild Wars 2, right? But from what we understand is they have some kind of home, like the Isle, the Eye of Janthier seems to be from the Isles of Janthier, and that's seemingly where the Mersat are from, right? Because that's what they use, the eye, right? So what if in Guild Wars 1 we go to the Isles of Janthier, which is also something that's actually on the map in Guild Wars 1. What I'm actually gonna do here, I'm gonna stop this. I'm actually gonna pull up Guild Wars 1 for you guys, because I feel really stupid talking about this. So, and then not showing you guys. So let's pull it up. We're almost at the end of the stream anyways. We've done plenty of stuff today. And I like talking about Guild Wars 1. So let's load it up. Give me a minute here. Oops. Hold on. Hold on. Let me put in my password. Alright. So you guys can see it? Okay, good. It's there. This was the character that I used. This is my main. This is a Mesmer. So welcome to Guild Wars 1, friends. We're just going to do a few minutes until the end of the stream. We're going to talk a little bit about Guild Wars 1 here. And I want to talk about this expansion idea that I have for you guys. That I want to do. We're going to travel to Kaineng City. Welcome to Cantha. So this is Cantha, first of all. This is where we're going to in the new expansion. Welcome. So this is the Jade Sea. Hegewald Forest over here. Kaining City. I will be making a Kaining City video. Music as beautiful as ever. And my favorite place in the whole wild world is the Shining, Shining, whatever Xinjiang is. Xingji Island. Let's go back to regular. This is the map we know and love, right? This is the map. As you guys can see, it kind of stretches a little bit further, right? This is Grothmar Valley over here. This is the area in Guild Wars 2 that we got to see in Icebreath Saga, and then Bjorn Marches is over here, which, you know, we kind of get to see into a little bit into Yaga Moraine, I think, and it's a little bit Drakkar Lake is here. It's a little bit offset when you talk about the actual locations of those places. And then this is where Divinity's Reach gets put. This is actually, because it actually gets put where this town is. This is what Divinity's Reach turns into, but it actually gets a little bit, it gets put like right over here. But this is apparently the island that Divinity's Reach. This is the river that flows through like MOAR or whatever. That's what that's supposed to be right here. This is supposed to be where Divinity's Reach goes. And then over here is where, like, this is where Harathi Hinterlands is like over here. There's Beetleton. We know, you know, Temple of the Ages. Like this is all like Queensdale right here. You know, you see this is Queensdale. Temple of the Ages, you know, with the swampy area right here. Beetleton, which is where Lord Beetlestone, you know, his manor and stuff is over there. But anyways, so what if in Guild Wars 1 we go to the Isles of Janthier and it looks different, right? You can actually see farther, you can actually see more of the isle. And what if, and this is ore, guys, look at ore. Ore is sunk in Guild Wars 2, or Guild Wars 1, I mean. So what if we go there in Guild Wars 1, we go to the Isles of Janthier and we find seers, right? Seers were the ancient enemies of the Mersat. This is pretty much when they were fighting the dragons. They had this like fight, like this is when Mersat were hiding behind the veil of magic or whatever, and the seers are their enemies or whatever, and they had this fight. And you only meet one seer, or actually not one seer, multiple, like a few, like a handful of seers. Which is kind of suggested to be the same seer, but you actually meet them out in the Shiver Peaks here. You meet some seers out in the Shiver Peaks and stuff. What if, you know, we have a prison in Guild Wars 1 right here. What if there's another prison on the Isles of Janthier where seers were trapped and they're guarded by jade armors? And in Guild Wars 1, we actually go and we free them. And we actually say, oh, you were the prisoners, you're the last surviving seers. And they say, oh, the Mersat have all been eradicated. We're going to start a civilization here. We're going to take over what they had, and we're going to start building back up the seers. And we're going to seclude ourselves from the world on this island. And we're not going to let anyone come here. We're going to stay here. We're going to hide. And then 250 years later, we actually go back and we deal with that in that expansion that releases at the same time. We actually go and we actually meet the seers that have now 250 years built a civilization, and we deal with the stuff that pretty much we did in Guild Wars 1, where we went there and we helped them out and we had to defeat like some kind of jade armor boss, and that's like the whole story is like we have to free them and we have to like activate some kind of like magical power thing so that they can be like become powerful again or something. Like maybe one of the pieces of the bloodstone is in the Isles of Janthier and we have to like free that from the jade armors or something that are there protecting it all even after the Mersat have been erased. And then we go back 250 years later and they now, you know, now there's some kind of other story that happens. They're looking for help for something. Something is happening. There's a breach in the mists or something, and they're trying to like contain this, and it's this outbreak that's happening in the Isles of Janthier, and we actually have to travel there as the commander 250 years later. Like that would be my concept, right? That would be a concept that I would have for something that could be released at the same time. Now, at the same time, we have the Hall of Monuments. For the people that don't know what the Hall of Monuments is you can actually go in Guild Wars 1. We can go to the Eye of the North. Let me show you guys the Eye of the North in Guild Wars 1. So this is the Eye of the North in Guild Wars 1. With the moon up there. Looks pretty much the same, right? This is where the chests are. Right here would be the Eastern Gate. You will see some of the ghosts. I think Mullinex is one of the ghosts that you can meet. He's actually here. Those are henchmen right there that you can have in your party. I think Micah, is Micah there as well? I think some of these spirits are there. They're hanging out. And you can actually go into where the scrying pool is. This is where Irene would be sitting, right? 250 years later. Or even longer now. It's like 260 years later, pretty much. But this is where you could earn rewards. These are all you could earn rewards in Guild Wars 1 for Guild Wars 2 with the Hall of Monuments. Based on how many minis you have, like the miniature Black Beast of Arg, or the Lich, or the Fire Imp, or the Jade Armor, or the Shaman, or miniature Evenia here, or the the Black Moa chick, or the Hydra, or whatever. Shiro Tagachi right there. Look at him. Look at Shiro. So this is what I'm thinking about. So we have the Hall of Monuments where you can, in Guild Wars 1, earn rewards in Guild Wars 2. They have this already set up. There's a website. You can go to it. You can actually look on there and you can type in your name, your character name for Guild Wars 2. And if you haven't played Guild Wars 1, I think it just tells you 0. You haven't gotten anything. But you can actually look at your rewards. There's armor rewards right here if you have specific armor and stuff like that. In the game, you can actually display it and stuff, and you can earn rewards. So what if we can do rewards for Guild Wars 2 in this new expansion? We can play it at the same time. Like, this would make ArenaNet so much money because people love content for Guild Wars 1. People go back as soon as they have something for Guild Wars 1, they go back to it, right? And people love that kind of stuff, right? And they're just like all about that stuff. So what if we can what if we can play both expansions at the same time? They release at the same time across 2 different games. I understand that this would probably take a shit ton of manpower, but I'm just saying in a technical sense. And you can earn rewards in Guild Wars 2 or Guild Wars 1 to put into Guild Wars 2, or maybe even do it reversed, where whatever you do in Guild Wars 2 add something in Guild Wars 1, where maybe you can get an extra pet, or you can get a new these are all heroes. Maybe if I do something specific in Guild Wars 1 or Guild Wars 2, there is a person that, some kind of NPC that decides to travel across this time rift to go back 250 years to when the civilization was first started, and you actually meet him in Guild Wars 1, and you can have him as your hero with you. Like crossing the rewards between the 2 expansions. That would really entice people to get both expansions. Like, you can play all of the expansion in Guild Wars 2, but you can earn rewards for it in Guild Wars 1, and reverse. You can play the expansion in Guild Wars 1 and earn rewards in Guild Wars 2. That would really bridge the 2 communities together and give you... Well, it depends, because when you can actually look into there's guides online to getting all of them. I don't have all of them. I only have because what happens is you can get up to 30 points, or you can get up to 50 points in the Hall of Monuments. There's like a point system in the Hall of Monuments. When you look at the actual websites, you can actually just type into Google Hall of Monuments. It comes up, it's the website, whatever, and you can actually look at it. But it goes up to 50 points. You get actual item rewards up to 30 points, and that's how far I went. I went 30 points. I think every other 5 points after 30, you get like 50 achievement points in Guild Wars 2. So you can earn like a shit ton of achievement points still. I never did that because there's actually like a lot of stuff kind of, but this isn't hard, guys. This is really not, like, a lot of this stuff is really not hard to get. The elite armor is not that hard to get. These things, the Fissure of Woe, that's gonna be hard to get. Sar's Furnace, I think you can solo that. There's some technical stuff to it. This is here, Eternal Hero of Cantha is just playing through it. These are just the 3 main games. You get those. This is, you can get heroes in here if you get them elite armor. Really easy to get. There's some really easy ways to get elite armor for your it's just a drop, it's just an item drop that you can get at certain missions, and you can just farm the missions and you don't have to like finish the missions or anything. They're like drops from like the bosses in there or whatever. Really easy to get. So filling this up is like really easy. Like I you know, I can oh, I can even add the statue of oh, I can arrange the display, so I can you know, you can place all of them. These are minis. You get them from birthdays. I can probably pull up. I probably have a birthday gift. Don't I have a birthday gift? No, I don't. There's some character. Every year, you get either a tonic or a mini out of your birthday gift. You can buy them. You can buy specific ones. There's people that sell them all the time. But these minis, you just let your character sit there and they collect the minis, and you just fill this up, and you get there's certain levels of minis that you can have. Like the Black MOAR chick is actually a unique mini, which is a green mini. So there's certain levels of what you put in there as well. Oh, I have no idea on a time estimate. It really depends on how efficient you are with it and how good you are with it. Honestly, like I couldn't tell you. I have no idea on a time estimate, because there's guides on there. I would look up guides and really go by that, because I'm not like, I don't like this, for example, right here. This is weapons. These are endgame weapons that you can get. The oppressor weapons are the easiest one to get, but they take a long time to get to. Really, destroyer staff was, I think, a collection that they had you, and you got like one of the destroyer weapons, so I got that for free. So these are like a little bit harder to get. So I want to say going up to like 30 points shouldn't be that hard, but I don't know the time investment. Look at the scrying pool. There's no water in here, guys. Weird, right? And you can like look at visions, and it's Gwen, guys. Look, it's Gwen. It's Gwen. Well, I have her in my party as well. Where is she? Stupid bitch. There she is. Look at her. And look at Ogden. Not Stone. Not Stony Ogden. Regular Ogden. And there's Kimmis. You can actually meet him as well. Yeah, so it's one of those things that's really hard to say. It depends on how much you play, how good you are with it, how good your team is. Like, if you have someone that runs you through it, you can get this shit done in like a couple weeks, right? But other than that, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I think it's worth it. I think it's fun. Just to get the lore, just to get the story, especially this, like, I don't know, I just enjoyed this very much. Like, I can't wait to go back to the Echowild Forest. Man, I'm so excited for this, guys. I will tell you this. Like, I'm really excited. Like, I can't even tell you. Gwen always looks bitchy. Like, you look at her and she looks bitchy all the time. These are all like, so for example, if you guys, the reason I love Guild Wars 2, Guild Wars 1 as well as the lore, right? There's so much lore that is interconnected. Panaku is actually a character they have mentioned in the Spectre, guys. The Spectre Elite Specialization, they actually mention him. They talk about him. He's a henchman. He's actually a murderer. He actually goes around kills a Tengu. Here's a Tengu. This is Talon Silverwing, one of the main Tengu. He actually is a murderer, and apparently he had a change of heart, is what they said, and that's what made him this cool guy. But he's an assassin. He's the guy they talk about. There's all those, like, I love that interconnection. Seeing those things. I'm sure we're gonna hear a bunch of these names. We're gonna see a bunch of these ghosts. Maybe those names of them. Talon Silverwing is definitely gonna come up when it comes to Tengu, because he's a huge member of the Tengu thing. I mean, I can always help. Like I said, I will always help people. Like I said, my when you look at my actual builds on my heroes and stuff, they're actually set up pretty well. I have pretty good stuff. Yeah, he's not set up, for example. He has some setup in there. This weapon is kind of shitty, but I love it. It looks pretty cool. But I can't wait for these, I mean, look at the Jade Sea, guys. This is what the Jade Sea looks like. You know, it's like outcasts over here. Yeah, you should really, if you guys haven't watched my my deep sea theory video, you should really watch that, because that's something that I'm really like looking forward to actually proving to be something that's gonna come up. But as you can see, the combat is a little bit different. So I have these characters with me, and I can actually pull up right here. You will see I have the numbers. You guys can barely see it, but and I can actually pull up their skills because I have made their skills. I gave them these. I have 4 mesmers. I have 2 ritualist. I was gonna say spiritualist. I'm like, that's not right. And then 1 necro. And the necro is my healer, as well as the ritualist is like a more of a defensive type. She's not a healer, but she does like defensive. She summons these spirits right here, the spirit of union, shelter, and displacement, that help you defend against damage from enemies and stuff. Mesmer skills, energy surge. I have actually you guys right here, Chaos Storm. Look, this is what Chaos Storm looked like in Guild Wars 1, right here. This is the 5 skill on your stab in Guild Wars 2. This is Chaos Storm right there. And it just is a little swirly. Look, it's pretty. Look at this fish boat. It's cool, isn't it? Oh, you did watch it? Oh, thank you for watching that. I appreciate it. But yeah, the second part of that theory video, the MOAR, I called it the MOAR deep sea theory, deep sea dragon theories, or something like that. That actually, I talk about a lot of the Jade Sea enemies that you meet. There's a lot of them that you meet around. I seem to just only see outcasts right now, which is just really shitty. Because there's actually some really interesting ones. There's Naga. Honestly, Naga in Guild Wars 1 just look like Kraid in Guild Wars 2. I love that they made them more colorful in Guild Wars 2, but they look in Guild Wars 1, they look just like Kraid in Guild Wars 2. Yeah. Look at this. So they look just like Kraid in Guild Wars 2. They're a little bit more Cobra-ish. Oh, I'm dead. I died. Oh well, my team will fight on. But yeah, so, and you can kind of command as well where they kind of stand. Like, I can tell my heroes and henchmen, the whole group, I want them to move to this point. They'll all stop what they're doing and they'll all run to that point. So you can like position your friendly units a little bit, but they all use their own skills. You can watch them. This is their mana, you know, they're like their energy. They call it energy, you know. And they will cast it. They're pretty good. I play, you know, normal mode. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to do anything. I just run around. There's a pet, right? This is these green enemies or green animals like this. You can get them as a pet. So I can get this little crab friend right here as a pet, as a ranger. If I bring a ranger, I can get this guy as a pet. I can get a little crab friend. Isn't he cool? I love him. There's a tiger over there. I'm not sure what that tiger is doing here, but I can get that tiger as a pet. Yeah, they look super great. I love that they gave it like the very unique feel. There's a tiger here. Oh my god. He's like phasing through me. Come back, polygonal tiger. Look at him, he's cool. I love him. He's a friend. There's another tiger over there. So Rodwallows, actually, the Spectre has the Rodwallow poison. These are Rodwallows, guys. They do poison. They look really gross. They are necros. So you can see right here, like I said, they use abilities that, well, they died. I can't show it off. Island Guardians are cool. I hope these come back. They're like these weird tree things with like a tree growing out of them. Look at him. Doesn't he look cool? Look at that. That looks awesome. He has a little tree that wobbles. But they use skills that you can use. Like I can use Vampiric Gaze, for example. That's a skill that I have that is available to me, right? And they use, like, that's how the combat system works in Guild Wars 2. Is they use, like, this Island Guardian right here. He uses monk skills, which are like healing skills. You have some smiting stuff, but it's like pretty much the predecessor to like a guardian. But like Signet of Judgment, that's a Guild Wars 2 skill. I don't know, Spear of Light? I think Spear of Light is one as well. But as you can see, he got interrupted there, which means that during his cast time, you interrupt him with some kind of ability. But yeah, the combat works a little bit different, but it's fun. It's you know, once you get used to it, and once you kind of know what you're doing, it's fun. It's good. It's good fun. I like it. Like I said, of course, my team is set up to be like endgamey stuff. Like they die so fast. Divine Intervention. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the route they go with, but it would be a shame because they're they look very unique, right? They don't look like they do in they don't look like oak hearts. Well, they already did that with the Kappa. Okay, I will tell you guys right now, Kappa is one of my favorite enemies in Guild Wars 1, because they use like ice magic. All right, so this is the starting area for Cantha. So I can only have 4 people in my party, so my party is a lot smaller. These are all my heroes that I have. I want to put a healer in, so I'm gonna put in, who is my healer? Livia. Oh, this is Livia, by the way, guys. We see Livia in Guild Wars 2. This is actually Livia in Guild Wars 1. You know, being end of season 3, we actually get to see, last episode, we actually get to see Livia. Here's Livia for you guys in Guild Wars 1. Yeah, she actually is a party member. You know, with the hair. It's the same kind of hair. Mantids are big enemies on, well, in Cantha in general. These are all like low level. These are level 1. This is the starting area of the world. Yeah, like I said, if you haven't seen the tours that I have made, watch the tour video. Honestly, it's super fun to go through. I talk about Ong Sang Island with the minister that has the same name. We don't know what it's about. It's just a small little island here or whatever. It's just cool to see that. My favorite place, I will, before we leave, because I'm about to head out, but I will show you guys my favorite place on Xingji Island. But these are Kappa, right? They're elementalists. They cast water magic. They use ice magic and stuff, like water ice magic. And in Guild Wars 2, they're hammer wielding Nuhawks. The explanation is actually at the end of, and that's something that, you know, you can just watch. You can go through and you can actually watch the end of, so see, they use water attunement, and they use icicle spear, and they use like water spells, and they become hammer wielding enemies that are built after like the Nuhawk. Like they use the Nuhawk frame, which is really shitty. But let me show you guys my favorite area, and then we'll talk. I want to talk about in this outpost I can actually use 6, so I can actually add a couple of people in here. So I'm gonna add another Mesmer, and let's add Reza, whatever. What were we talking about? Oh, why she's so old. So she, at the end of Eye of the North, which is the expansion that I just, you know, I went to or whatever, that was, they had originally planned to make this expansion called Utopia. I talk about Utopia in my Fractal video, actually. And they had all these ideas. It was supposed to be the 3rd standalone campaign. So they had, or the 4th actually. They had Prophecies, which was the base game. Then they had Factions, and then they had Nightfall. Factions, of course, being in Cantha, Nightfall being in the desert with Ilona and stuff like that. And then they were planning on doing the next one. They had every 6 months they were releasing a new standalone campaign, which was huge. I mean, 6 months after Guild Wars 1 released, they released all of this, which is like insane. I mean, this is so much stuff, right? And they had, apparently what happened is they had all these ideas for things they wanted to do. And they realized that that wasn't going to be feasible So they went and completely scrapped it and said, we're going to make a new game. And that's when the idea for Guild Wars 2 came out. But they had all these concepts for Utopia that they kind of integrated into what came to be known as the expansion Eye of the North. But that's where we get introduced to the pale tree. You actually get to see the bud of the pale tree. You can actually see the pale tree growing. It's this tiny little tree. You get introduced to the Usuran characters. You get introduced to the Norn. You get introduced to like just the Char becoming like friendly in a weird way. Like there's like stuff where you can get a Char with you in your team and stuff. I can have Pyre Fear Shot, the guy that we saluted to. Like we just did a salute in the Plains of Ashford to his statue. It's actually Pyre Fear Shot is his name. This is the guy right here. I can actually have him on my team, which is cool. So at the end of the expansion, they kind of talk about things that are happening in the world. You can see the pale tree growing a little bit, like the little bud of the pale tree grows like a little bit. You can see the I think you can see the dwarfs or something like going into the depth, you know, becoming stone and stuff like that. And there's a part where it actually shows Livia finding the Scepter of Ore. Again, there's a Lore Mystery Bits episode about this. It's a 2-minute video. If you need to know more about the Scepter of Ore, go watch that video real quick, because that will tell you pretty much everything you need to know. But Livia finds the Scepter of Ore, which is this magical artifact, and it keeps her young. She uses the Scepter of Ore to stay young for 250 years. And as far as we know, she doesn't have it anymore, because she says in Guild Wars 2 that she doesn't have it anymore. She had it for a time, I think is what she says. I think that's what she said. I had the Scepter of Ore for a time, which seems to suggest that she doesn't have it anymore. It's the Pyre Fear Shot. Look, he's in the team. I have him set up as like something, I don't know, weird. Some weird setup here for him. But yeah, you can actually get him, and he's cool. Pyre is one of my favorite characters because he's such a badass. He's such a Char, man. He's like, you know, he's kind of like Ridlock without the comic relief. Like Ridlock always has jokes. Ridlock always has something funny to say. You know what I mean? Pyre is just like straight to business, straight up just a Char. Like he doesn't, you know, whatever. Like he's cool, and the voice actor does a great job too. It's really awesome when you hear Pyre talk. There's Yeti here, guys. Yeti. Look at him. Oh, he has mandibles, which is super not Yeti-like, but give me a kiss. All right, moving on. Moving on. There's Tengu here. We fight Tengu. Sensali, specifically. Sensali Tengu. This is my favorite area in the game, guys, in all of the universes. In all of the Guild Wars universes, there's only one universe. I don't know why I said universes, but dude, he is total pure edge. So I love this area because, and I talk about this again in my tour video, but you can see a little town down there. Do you see that little town? We can't get to it. You can't actually walk to it. We're blocked off, right? And that's crazy. Right? You think about who lives down there. It's a port, right? Really interestingly enough, also, you look north. First of all, there's that island we've never been to, no idea. And you look further north. This is where we are, right? In current day, like this is up there is where we, you know, that's where the other continents are, right? So this would be the closest port. Because there's no other ports along there's this port, but this port over here is a pirate port. This is where pirates live, and they have that infested. So this is the only northern port. So this is where we would technically actually land if we were coming by boat. But we don't actually get to see it. We don't know who lives down there. And then as you can see, there's a little path, right? It leads away from the town into this little valley. Oh no, he died and no one revived him. Oh, I have no one that can revive. Oh yeah, you can. You have a resurrection sickness. Wait, someone had something. Oh yeah, he has flesh of my flesh. Okay, so you see the little path, right? And it leads into the mountain pass here from the village over there. You see the village over there. Boop, 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 boop. And it leads into this giant gate into the mountain. We don't know what's in there. We've never been in there. Like, I don't know what's in there. They have all this, like, this looks cool. Like, I want to explore that. It looks like a tomb of some sort. I want to get into it. You know, I want to get in there. And, like, that's cool to me. I love this area. This is really cool to me because I you know, if I was in Guild Wars 2, I could get on my mount and I could just, you know, or my glider, and I could just jump down there and look in there and see what's in there. Obviously it looks like it's like closed off or whatever, but we could always open that up. There could be an event, right? Well, yes, I guess you're right. There are multiple universes. That is very true. Yes, there are multiple universes. You are right. You know, we're talking about the myths here. So, but yeah, so that's really neat to me because it's like they designed all of this, and there's actually another village. If you go further on the map, you can't see it in this little valley right over here. There's another village over there, and there's actually on this side over here. There's right here on the edge. There's a lighthouse. Kind of want to show you guys now. Strike, raid. Oh, I got it. Strike. Strike mission to go where? To go in there? That'd be so cool. I would be so happy with that. Are you kidding me? Hell yeah. Oh, by the way, I can summon Ridlock. You guys want to see Ridlock? When he was a Legionnaire? There's Ridlock, guys. He's in our team. Speaking of Ridlock, there he is. I forgot that I had him. I had that item with me. It's Ridlock. He's in the team. He's coming with us. You can summon Ridlock, guys. Let's go look at that lighthouse. Let's fight these Sensali real quick. I'm gonna summon a Ruby Jin. Jin looked so much better in Guild Wars 1 too. There are these magical, like, elemental looking things. So cool. Love that. There's a boss over there. We don't want to find him. But yeah, you can have Ridlock with you. He's a Legionnaire. You know, this is like, I guess, before he became a Tribune. Really? Oh, I thought we were fighting. No. Hurry up. Are they dropping? They're dropping items. How are they dropping items? We're not even fighting them. Resurrection Shrine right here. Grenth. So that's how that works. If you die, you can either go back to town, which will reset, because everything is instance. It's an instance game. So this is my own instance that I have of this map right now. If I go back to that, so any progress that I've made, any enemies that I've killed, they'll come back to life. And this is a little what are they called where the monks live? A little monastery, little monastery. I couldn't think of that word. So there's also, I want to point this out as well, as since we're here. So down here's a little lighthouse. Again, has a little path that leads to that village we came from, right? It goes around the beach over there. And then there's also a little town in the mountains. Little town in the mountains, little house there, little house there. There's a little house over there. And that seems to lead around the corner there. We can't get there. We can't go up there. There's no way to get up there. So you can't actually see that. So it's like in my head, I'm thinking like, I'm gonna get to see all this because we have mounts. I can get on my sky scale and I can fly over there, but I can't do that in Guild Wars 1. So it's like I have this like, oh man, you know, it's like I want to break out of it and I'll see what's over there. And like I want to see that. Like, are you talking about Ridlock? What a cutie. Come on, France. Look, we have 2 Char in our team. Which back then is like kind of dangerous because that's when humans still hated Char, so. The music is great, the aesthetics, and you look at dragons. The dragons up here. I talk about in the tour videos as well, if you guys watch those, I talk about the dragon statues, which is like this big, you know, part of my theory where I'm like, the dragon statues were built in the honor of the deep sea dragon, which seems to be true because the deep sea dragon seems to be like this Asian looking, Eastern looking dragon, right? Oh, okay, yeah, he's a cutie, isn't he? With his sword. You can actually get that sword, just like in Guild Wars 2, you can get the fiery dragon sword, but that's what it looks like in Guild Wars 1, fiery dragon sword. Yeah, stab me. Why don't you? Stab me right in my behind with that. But yeah, I love this area because of that little beach town that leads into the mountains, and we don't know what's inside of the mountains, right? We have Saitang Harbor. You guys saw Saitang Harbor in Guild Wars 2? Yeah, it's very bright. It's very clean. It's very light. I mean, it's very 2005-ish. I want to say it's very 2005-ish. It literally. Can you guys hurry up? So slow. I can't survive this on my own. I don't have healing abilities. This is a healer right here, so you want to kill him first because he's gonna heal everyone. But they're only level 13, so they're gonna die. I want to go to that one area where you can see the other town. But yeah, those videos are really worth watching, especially I think this Xingji Island video more so than the others, just because it really showcases, in my opinion, the best area, and there's a lot to actually talk about. Whereas in like Guild Wars, in the other areas, there's just not that many landmarks and stuff, so you can't really talk about a lot of things. So this is the other town you can see. There's livestock there that's kind of moving. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you stop? Can we kill them, please? It's really annoying having my screen flash like that. Thank you. You see that? Do you see them moving? I don't know what that is. I think those are sheep or goat or something. But obviously this, the path there leads back to the other village around the corner at that beach. So it's all this area down there that you can't get to. You can see, but you can't get to it, you guys saw Saitang Harbor, for example. Saitang Harbor is the area that they showed with the boats. This is Saitang Harbor in Guild Wars 1. It very different looking, with boats. I think they don't have this long pier that we have here. I don't think they have that anymore. Yeah, I don't know. There's like a little island in the middle, and then in Guild Wars 2, which that isn't here. But yeah, it's definitely worth checking out those areas. Definitely worth checking those out. And there's a lot of details too that they put into these. Like, you never ever have to come down here for anything ever, as far as I know. There's like dead fish on those. You have these the smoke coming out, which does like I think those are like Asian. Is that actually writing? Is that actual text that comes out? It looks like Chinese or Korean or something, or maybe they're just symbols that they made to look like that. No reason to ever come down here, but this is Saitang Harbor. You guys saw it in Guild Wars 1 or Guild Wars 2. Here's the Guild Wars 1 version of it. Very underwhelming, visually anyways. A lot going on. You get this boat. Dead fish on the boat? No, but boxes. But yeah, I mean, if you guys want to see those videos, go ahead and watch those. I will be making a Kaining City video. I've done all of the Echowild Forest. That was so much work. You guys don't understand how huge those areas are. Like, they're massive. Those areas are huge, guys. So this is, you will remember thinking, so the Xingji Island video that they made, the stream, think back of that. Think back of that stream. Do you remember that part where they had to help this Kurzik, this person, this miner or a researcher or whatever, come and find artifacts? And they had to run around this little cathedral looking place with the little bridges and stuff. and they had to find the artifact. That was the event that was happening there. They had to bring these artifacts to that person. That person was actually standing like right here, I think, or like right here. And this is the like little bridge they walk over. This is the actual cathedral that they're in Guild Wars 2. This is actually that area of that stream, right? They kind of look over to the side over here. And this is that area. This is that little area that they walk through. I think it's towards the end of the stream, I want to say. But yeah, I think they actually walk through they come down the stairs. They actually walk through that, through those gates that are of course, you know, broken or whatever. Canopy of the Echovald Forest. The sounds here are very, very eerie. If you guys can hear that, I'm turning it up for you guys to hear, but you can hear in the background like these screams and these like noises and stuff. It's very eerie, very creepy. It's supposed to be very gothic like. You can see the screen is like, there's a lot of grays and a lot of blacks and stuff, you know, a lot of brown, dark. Oh, look, a player. It's an actual player. There's not a lot of people in this playing this right now, but yeah, and then you go out and it's just this like massive area. I just love talking about Guild Wars 1. Are you kidding me? Guild Wars in general, really. We can get rid of Pyre. I don't hate Pyre. Let me turn it on. Someone leveled up. I heard that level up sound. Someone leveled up. You kind of go down the stairs. This is an explorable area. The Kurzik's here. Look at this. Look at these cathedrals that are built into the actual. This is, you know, there's no forest here because the trees were chopped off. But you can see the big stony. These are all stone trees, right? Mantis. You have the big mushrooms. It gives me almost a feel of going back to like Morrowind and like those areas of like Elder Scrolls Online or Elder Scrolls in general, where they have the like big mushroomy areas, right? You have that, but it's very gothic-y, very dark, right? And the Kurzik people, they live in these cathedrals. God, the enemies here are actually pretty tough, guys. There's no just walking through here. I'm about to die. I'm gonna die. Unless my team can make some miracles, I'm gonna die. I have like way too many enemies on me right now. Oh, look at that. I didn't die. My team did pull up and oh, Dredge, guys. Guild Wars 1 Dredge. I hate Dredge. In Guild Wars 1, they're not that bad, but in Guild Wars 2, they suck. Let's look at Dredge, guys. Let's look at these fuckers, what they look like. Rat people, mole people, I mean. Back here. Look at them. Just as ugly as ever. Look at this guy with all his weird... Ew, gross. There's no light in this, but they built the cathedrals into the mountains, or into the... Oh, well, I wasn't really streaming it. We were actually talking about, I was talking about a concept that I had, a video that I'm gonna make about a expansion that would release at the same time in both games. But yeah, that's really interesting that you're watching that, because I'm supposed to be streaming Guild Wars 2, and I'm supposed to have stopped like 30 minutes ago, but we're kind of I'm just running around showing Dredge right now. Look at these fuckers. Gross. Really? You like Dredge? Oh, they're so weird and creepy. I hate them. But yeah, awesome that you picked up Guild Wars 1. That's great. I'm super happy about that. Anyone that plays Guild Wars 1, props to you, because I love that stuff. But yeah, this is the Echovald Forest, guys. So, really creepy atmosphere, very dark, very like, you know, looking at the like, ooh, you know, and it's so weird because you look at the Echo Vault Forest, it's like, okay, how many ways can you possibly do a stone forest? But they actually do a really nice job, because if you go to like the Moorstaff Trail, which is actually run fairly frequently. Is there anyone running it right now? How do I get there? Down there. It feels very different. Again, we get a canopy of stone foresty stuff. Oop, oop, go around. But yeah, I actually have a video coming out, or concept of a video that I'm gonna make. I don't have it coming out anytime soon, but it's gonna be for an expansion for both games. Just a concept, you know, not something that I'm asking for. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, this feels different. Going into this part of this feels more like a forest, like a magical forest that you'd see in like a fantasy game, right? Because it's a lot greener. It doesn't look as stony, it doesn't look as cold, as creepy. It's a little bit warmer. The screen looks a little bit warmer too. We're fighting wardens here. Again, I highly recommend watching my Urgoz and the Wardens video, because I talk about these guys, and in detail I talk about these guys. I talk about their history and who they are and all that stuff. So check that out as well. I'm telling you, all those videos that I've made for Guild Wars 1, they're really, like, I talk about some great stuff. I'm not saying that I make amazing videos, but there's some cool shit that we talk about in there. Okay, there's a boss right here in the middle of this lake. But doesn't this look like a little bit more warmer, a little bit more inviting, right? You still have the cathedrals and stuff, but the little bit of green and the filter over the screen that's a little bit brighter looks much more appealing. Right, we can't swim, so no water is really, like, any deep water we can't get into. Let's kill this guy. Kill him! Churning Earth! Oh my god! Oh my god! I died to Churning Earth. Holy crap. Can you guys kill him, please? What are we doing? Standing there, looking at him. Dead. Think that summons enemies? Does it? Ah, when you look, Warden of the Seasons. Again, very creepy. But yeah, this looks very different, right? And so they have like different areas of the Echo Vault Forest that feel very different. Melander's Hope once again feels very different. Morning Vale Falls, it's much darker, I feel like, when you go into it. Again, it goes back to like much darker areas. Oh my god, all the vines are like flying around. But I just love the aesthetic, right? It's all like gothic and stuff. I love that. I can't wait to go back. That was a weird sound. Right, this going back to like, look, this looks much darker again. Wow, we run right into enemies as we come out? That's kind of weird. Boss enemy here. Right, this feels much darker, not as inviting. And that's what it's supposed to be. I'm probably gonna die here, but that's okay. I'm just gonna run. Let me go. Let me run. Oh, ooh, I'm lagging. What's going on? Ooh, my ping, guys. Woo! That had to happen the other day. What's going on with the Guild Wars 1 servers? Oh god, abilities cast on me. I'm like, what is that? But yeah, so it's a little bit darker over here, less inviting. Right, the skybox has like this weird background. So that's that. The Jade Sea feels very samey. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm gonna do here. So I hope you guys enjoyed that small little look. Like I said, if you guys want to see more of that, go ahead and watch those videos. I would really appreciate it if you did. If you guys went back and watched those videos, I recommend the Deep Sea Dragon Theory, both 1 and 2. What's going on with the game? The game is like, because my internet is fine. I don't know what the hell's going on with the game. Okay, well, perfect time for it to break down, I guess. All the tour videos, Xingji Island tour, Echo Vault Forest tour, Jade Sea tour, the Urgoz and the Wardens video, maybe the Stars, the Dragons, and the Celestials, which was like one that I did like like a year ago, like in January last year or something. But those are ones that I recommend if you guys want to see more Guild Wars 1 stuff that might relate to Guild Wars 2 kind of thing. So, but yeah, we're kind of stuck here. I don't know, on the screen. Anyways, that's going to be it for today, guys. I really appreciate it. Like I said, it seems like people really are interested in Guild Wars 1 stuff. So I might do another playthrough of Guild Wars 1 with you guys on stream or something at some point. And we'll do like prophecies, because I did factions before. I did a whole, if you guys want to see the story of factions, there's also live streams that you can watch. That I want to say those happened in, you'll have to look through the videos on my channel, but I think it happened around like summertime. I want to say in the summertime, I think it was like around August or something, that I did those videos, that I did those streams. It was Guild Wars 1 Factions. We went through the whole thing. I made a new character. We went through the whole story of factions. And actually, there should be some streams about vanquishing as well, which shows like every area going through and like killing all the enemies in the area. And that kind of gives you exploration of that as well. So those are a lot of those videos. If you guys want to see those, go ahead and watch those. If you don't want to play through the game yourself, I understand like the AP is nice to have that in your game and stuff, but you know, if you're not wanting to invest that much time into it, if you just want to see the story, the videos, you know, you can watch those and you can watch them back and just kind of see the story of everything, you know. So but that's gonna be it. Tomorrow I'm gonna do more Dark Souls, I think. I'm really feeling Dark Souls, so we'll do. I really want to continue. I want to get through that game at some point before Elden Ring, hopefully. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. But yeah, I'll do more of that tomorrow. Usual time, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. And yeah, and I will be working on the, like I said, Legend of Dragoon should be starting, guys. I think I'm ready for it to like record on it. So I will be recording Legend of Dragoon. If you guys want to see that, stay tuned on the channel. Make sure you guys are subscribed and see that stuff come up. So, but that's going to be it from me for today. I appreciate everyone so much. All you guys, Evolution, Emily, and Mozzie Ozzy, which is also a returning person. I do remember that name popping up before. I believe anyways. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Welcome anyways. Welcome either way. But thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow or whenever. So see you guys then. Bye guys.